what does Call of Duty mean to you, like at its core?
I mean, I think it's just the competition, and it just brings me back. It's like an addiction to the game, and I think no other game has done that for me. And I think they've really done a lot of innovation in Battle Royale, and I'm just really excited to see what they bring next.
The one, the only Dr. Lupo. Sir, how you doing?
I'm fantastic. I'm 36 years old. Managed to get out of bed this morning, so that's good.
I'm 38.
Oh, baby.
Old as hell.
It's time.
The lack of hair really makes me look far older. But hey, what are you most excited for? What do you want to see this weekend?
I'm looking for more and more opportunities than we've ever had before for me to get probably overextend, get knocked, eliminated, and scream at my teammates for not carrying me. I do wish to take 95% of the credit.
So some changes to Warzone maybe is what you're looking for?
That sounds like what we've been doing already, but yeah, if you want to call it that, sure.
For you, what does COD mean?
All right, let's see.
You're 36, you've been playing for a long time. What does it mean to you?
I first saw that hurts a lot, reminding me that I am that old. No, I think for a long time it's been one of those games that brings friends together to do, silly crap or run around having fun.
Live video. Real quick, just have to update the game title so that it all counts. Modern Warfare. Modern Warfare 3 is already up. Cool. All right, that works. Just want to make sure everything else. We're just right now killing some time. Obviously, we have the timer on the screen letting us know when the CodNext event begins. Just checking to make sure everything's working on all. Oh, don't want to hear myself. Cool. All right, let's make sure TikTok is up. Oh, shit. Might be. But yeah, exciting. Hopefully today we get a lot of information in regards to what's going to be coming in with COD. We're going to be going obviously over multiplayer for MW3. Zombies, that's going to be also, I don't think we're getting any gameplay, but we're supposed to be getting some features and updates in regards to that. So hopefully we'll get some good information on what's going on with that mode, because I know there's been a lot of skepticism around what that mode will completely entail. So we'll see what we can get out of this. And then we're also going to be getting, hold up, I need to charge something. There we go. Phone's about to die. But yeah, so then we'll be getting a lot of information in regards to what's all to come with all that stuff. So yeah, just a little over 2 minutes away. Oh, we can get fancy stuff at the shop. Of course, Call of Duty is always ready to advertise that shop. Smith, what up, man? How you doing? How's your day going so far? As you can see, kind of out here. Actually, it looks pretty bright out on my screen. It is a gloomy, rainy day. Hope your day's going well, man. We're just kind of getting through it, waiting for this timer to go down. Jordan, what up, man? What are you most excited about? Honestly, anything Modern Warfare 3. Multiplayer has always been my bread and butter. Still not the biggest Warzone guy. And actually kind of interested on how the zombies mode is gonna go down. I know it's gonna be kind of a chill lax mode, with it being just PvP. But I'm kind of okay with it. I'm kind of a fan of just having something, especially when you can't find a squad. That's where I usually go to multiplayer, and then giving me another mode to do that, I'm in. Is this gonna save COD? I mean, people said MW2 was gonna save COD, so I'm gonna wait until I can play it before I make any sort of adjustments on that. Yeah, we are. Why am I getting ads if I'm subbed? Yeah, I don't know. Again, this is kind of where I'm a little iffy on Twitch here. I feel like with the sub, you shouldn't be able to see it. I feel like I know there's a setting for that, and I was supposed. You're not supposed to get that. But yeah, we're on it sounds good, Kev. But yeah, we're a little bit early because we obviously have a big Call of Duty event going on. That's going to be giving us a lot of information on what's to come with the new premium title, and then also going to be going into what Warzone is going to be all about next. But yeah, see, this is why Twitch is always just iffy for me, because am I not running ads on loan? That could be it. I'm supposed to be setting up like an ad schedule, but that didn't obviously happen. I don't want to run ads, so I might just remove my affiliate agreement altogether. Every year, I feel like we are going to be saved. I mean, that's kind of what we always get, right? All right, we're gonna see if we can also record just my screen, so we'll find out if my voice comes back. Let me boost it up a bit. All right, this is max quality. They are really good at their ads, 100%. Might have to watch this back later on, or at least get all the raw footage. It's not as clear as I was hoping it'd be when you can just like crank it up to like 20 to 50 megabytes. So that's a little iffy, but oh well.
It's not over yet. Trust me.
Rebirth Island. Let me know if it's too quiet for you guys. If I need to boost it up a little bit. I think I hear it at a different level than you guys do. So hopefully that's not the case. It's quiet.
As the iconic Captain Price once said, it's a good time.
Is it better now?
This month we are celebrating 20 years.
It's getting a little loud in my headset.
All the matches played.
Oh, do my hacks.
Our
Shit.
history is made up of the incredible experiences created by you.
It gets loud in my headset. 100%.
Work to bring these games to life each day. Thank you for sharing this journey with us. We have some amazing.
All right, Jordan, is it good or should I go up a little bit? They're finally collabing with Fortnite. Hey man, we just kind of accepted that we need to get to that level, so we're already getting like 21 Savage, we got Nicki Minaj, Snoop Dogg, so we're going all in. I think we're getting some other major people this season. I don't know about obviously with this game just yet. After, dude, I literally have it set so that I can't show ads, or I turned off ads, or if I turned off ads, that just give Twitch the ability to run all the ads you want. Dude, just go over to YouTube. Go over to YouTube. No ads there. No ads. Screw it.
This is Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer.
Affiliate, yeah, right here. Yeah, and I have ad-free viewing for all subscribers to watch your content on your channel ad-free. This is bull. YouTube it is. That's the spot. Let's see what's happening. Oh, we already got this. Yeah, this is this. Am I gonna get flagged for this on YouTube? The DMCA? Shit. Maybe I'll just add a note that this is for COD. I don't know. I'll figure it out. A lot of kill streaks confirmed. We'll be able to swim again, but hopefully that means we can swim with and use our primary weapons underwater versus just the pistols, because that's been kind of... I mean, I could. I'm not opposed. I'm not opposed, Jordan. Are you off today? Because we can even do some zombies, MW2, whatever you're feeling. So yeah, so this is the cutthroat mode, which is going to have 3v3v3 on the same map. And apparently there's going to be a whole section of this preview or live event that's just going to have all the content creators doing that, just running that mode for a bit. I think Repulse said it was going to be like 30 to 40 minutes of that, which would be pretty cool just to see 3v3v3 on one map versus, and it's all the top players. Like, it's going to get sweaty. I gotta be a little quiet. If is on the other side of this wall, and she's having a meeting right now.
Next, we have an action-packed day in store for you with game gameplay and
I took a half day for this. Let's go.
Modern Warfare 3, Call of Duty Warzone, and Call of Duty Warzone Mobile.
Jordan, do you have PlayStation, PS4, anything like that? Because if you're gonna be around this weekend, I'm gonna be grinding out. MW3 100%. Trying to see if I can get a PS5 to borrow. If not, we're busting out the old PS4.
Communications director, and we are thrilled to go into what's going to be upcoming for the 20th year of Call of Duty, which is bonkers.
It's a little bit younger than us.
Yes,
Just a little bit.
just a touch. Thank
I honestly thought Call of Duty was here before me.
Quite welcome. We don't do that here. It's a safe
So I was.
Thank you.
I don't have a working PS4. Damn. Yeah, because I'm. We'll see if mine actually works. I haven't touched it in so long. So we'll see. I probably haven't touched it since the last. Yeah, the last beta weekend where we had it. MW2. On PlayStation only. Yeah, that's definitely the last time I would have touched the PS4. So we're going to see if it still works. I have to pick between a controller that doesn't click, that one of the back paddles doesn't work, or a controller with stick drift that has both paddles on the back that work. I don't know which one's the move. Hey Viking, appreciate you coming by over here on TikTok. Hope you've been well, man. It's been a while since I've heard from you. Yeah, we are just checking out all this. I do have it zoomed in a bit on TikTok, so if you want to see the full thing. Oh shit, my face isn't even up. Why didn't you guys say anything? Damn. Maybe I don't want to be in here right now. Maybe I don't. You're fair. But yeah, we are over on YouTube, Twitch, Kick, all of them right now. If you want to get the full screen of it. So, but yeah, either way, hope it's been going well for you. I know you were dealing with some stuff previously before, so hope it's all gotten better for you and the fam.
To talk about your game. Where do we even start? You know, I have an idea, but
yeah, we have a run of show. We have a direction.
Okay, I do want my face here, but let's lower it a bit.
Like now you're going to be able to talk about.
Nah, dude, I'm part of it. What up, man? How's it been going?
Yeah, it's wonderful to be here. It's wonderful to have all the creators being able to play, give us feedback on the game right away, and have everybody play in beta tomorrow. It's going to be great.
Jump right into beta tomorrow, folks. We'll be talking about that more later to remind you. But we're going
True. So yeah, so starting tomorrow starts the PlayStation exclusive beta, and then next week is when you get the full PC, Xbox, and PlayStation can all jump in. So
we have one of the greatest sets of launch maps ever coming to the game, and we've taken these maps,
yeah, you do.
Really revitalized them and modernized them with the latest in visual.
Everything been good, homie? How's it been for you? Hey, can't complain. We're just here, just trying to basically just killing time until we got something new to play right now. But yeah, other than that, family's been good. Wife and I are good. My puppers are good. Everything's a-okay over here, man. Appreciate you asking about that though, for sure. For real. Nah, dude, I still got my little pancita, but it's going away. Instead of panzón, soy pancito. Como un gansito.
Gamers all just decided to like load up and get into the action. It's going to be really pumped. We're going to be all really pumped to just see it because I had a chance to play it and I really did enjoy it.
Oh, dude, here it comes. Everyone's hyped already. Everyone's saying how good it's going to be.
Fun, but also brings back a very familiar feeling for old heads like myself that.
Hey, yo. Did I? Man, we gotta go over to Twitch for this now.
I think we've already heard some great positive feedback from the people that really know this game and breathe it every day.
Likely some good
I think
old-fashioned
once the gameplay
boots on
kicks off and
ground.
everybody's able to get their hands on it in the beta starting tomorrow, we're really going to see
Man, now YouTube sucks.
Well, you know what?
All right, unfortunately, back to Twitch. I mean to ask you, you have merch? I don't right now, but I did just get a new logo that was professionally done, so that might be a thing coming up soon.
dive into. We're going to be pretty much here the entire time talking through this and then pointing out things that we see, things that catch our attention that we want to highlight for the community. And as it stands right now, I mean, we have all these
come on, man.
creators
YouTube
that
looks
are
better.
participating in this. And you know that they're loving every minute of it. Playing some kill confirm with the homies, always a good time.
Yeah, I think we want to start.
Man,
off
both
with talking
broadcasts
about,
suck right now.
There's so much to talk about, but let's start small for today. We're going to be playing 5 maps here, and those are the 5 multiplayer core 6v6 maps that are in.
Okay, we're currently on a state. I remember this long alleyway right here.
Yeah, of course. Well, right now we're watching a little bit of Skid Row.
The other side was definitely like your long shot sniper spot. Oh, we're also not. I mean, obviously, yeah, not everyone's playing on the same night.
There's so
Like,
much
God, dude.
happening on these maps. Well, right now we're watching a little bit of Skid Row. You know, Adam, and that
All right, YouTube is back.
What else are we gonna have in the beta?
Iconic.
We have Rust here.
As Stephanie
Oh, hold up. I got double audio.
There's so much happening in these maps, and you know,
Dude, this COD broadcast is booty.
What else are we gonna have in the beta?
Well,
We
so-
have
There's
so many-
Favela.
As Stephanie mentioned, today we're playing 5.
If the main broadcast is still rough, you might be just switching over to go check out some actual players that are currently on there. But yeah, Jordan, I don't have merch right now. I did just get a new logo done, so we'll see once I start rolling that out. I feel like I want to grow a little bit more before dropping a merch line. I feel like it's a little too premature right now, but I'll keep you posted on that. I mean, I guess you could just throw it up into Streamlabs or Stream Elements, but nothing as of right now. Eddie, I see you over there. You're always ready for that TikTok. I saw you jumping in already. I took a half day, Eddie. I ain't working.
And absolutely bopped me in the middle, you know, in front of all my friends. He doesn't remember it, but I remember it for the rest of my life.
That's all that matters.
Favela holds a special place.
Yeah, it looks like we're now the main broadcast is just jumping into a bunch of other creators' perspective. I think they said the schedule there's going to be doing this for about an hour or so, and then they'll move over to that new game mode, which is Cutthroat 3v3. And I think then they get like another hour or so on that mode before we go ahead and transition over into Warzone. But I mean, the HUD overall, you can see all the red dots are all back, so you'll be able to, if you're not running a suppressor, you're kind of screwed there. Water. Ooh.
Here's my personal favorite, Kim. Agreed. I would like to talk to you about this.
Why am I hearing?
Where you at? I know you're back here.
I'm hearing domination in the background too. Who's ever running this? Who's ever running the live itself? Struggling. What up, boss? How's it going? Appreciate you coming by. Are you checking out? You watching this CodNext stuff?
I'm like, oh, here we go. We're already there.
It was so important.
Oh man, dude, just seeing all the old maps again. Eddie, you remember these? When you used to... We're getting all the old MW2 maps. So I think first week of the beta, we're getting... I think High Rise comes a little bit later. Rust comes a little bit later. So we get High Rise, Favela, Estate, and a couple others on opening week, opening weekend, which is this weekend. And then... and that's only for PlayStation, and then we'll move over into the next weekend. I wonder if they're going to give a different rotation of maps for PC, Xbox, and PlayStation, or if it'll be the same ones all broken out. At the baby doctor with a miss watching this. Hey man, those reaction live watch parties, they've been popping off, man. Yeah, we get this, and then tomorrow we will be jumping into the beta, trying to figure out if I'm gonna have to bust out my old PS4, or I just asked a friend if I can snag his PS5 for a bit.
You're going to be able to do those opening moves, those opening snipe shots, especially in high rise, just off the bat.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And keeping that conversation going, what are the maps like? Because I know that there's going to be more down the line.
Oh, for sure.
Let's talk about the launch maps. Yeah.
So in addition to these 5 we're playing today, day 1 on launch.
Just to be able to play tomorrow. Excited for next weekend. I only get to play tomorrow because I still have my old PS4 that's just sitting in the closet next to me. But yeah, I'm waiting to hear. Oh, I get a PS5. I'm not buying a PS5 just for this, but I just asked a friend that doesn't play very much, if I was like, hey, let me get your PS5 for like a day or two, just to get some content and be able to stream some actually good looking games. And I was a little nervous because the controllers I use now are PS5, and so you can't obviously go backwards compatible. So it's either I use a controller that one of the back pedals doesn't work, or it works, it makes the no, it just doesn't click. Or I can have one that has both back pedals working, which is just the old PS4 controller when they released the little, whatever Sony released their little attachment for, but it has stick drift. So it's kind of going back and forth on which one I would do, but it looks like I'll be able to snag a PS5 for the weekend to try out this. I'm gonna have to iron out those details, but dope.
It's got the attacker defender gameplay that we remember from the mode, the linear objectives, the buildables, the scripted events.
I feel like High Rise I'm excited and nervous for, because you either have to play the Roost long range or you play the alleys with like an SMG or unfortunately a shoddy. And especially with all the weapons moving over from MW2 over to MW3, you're already going to have people with the broadside fully kitted out fire shotguns. The Guardian, the MX Guardian is going to be deadly in that, especially if you're in and out. And we don't even know what broken shotguns could come out from MW3. There's got to be a couple that are going to be dropping. This main broadcast is pretty rough to watch. Just a quick reminder, there are some rewards for watching the main broadcast. So if you are able to go ahead and jump on either on YouTube or on Twitch, if you just have the main broadcast tabbed up, you'll get some rewards. It's like a blueprint and some emblems and cosmetics. So nothing crazy, but if you're already going to be watching, might as well get some free stuff for it.
Tons and tons of PowerPoints about it that just allow us to go through and really understand like what makes these maps work. And then what we've done is we've taken that nostalgia and we've...
All right, I will be right back. I've had a lot of water because I worked out this morning, and I kind of need to run to the bathroom real quick, so I will be right back. But we'll just keep this going on. We'll just keep this all running up in the background.
I live here.
And to Greg's point too, when these maps first came out in 2009, Hardpoint did not exist. Kill Confirm did not exist. So those are brand new modes for these maps that were never experienced.
Well, I'm interested to see how those modes potentially like elevate some of these maps that maybe were, you know, less played like competitively or even casually back in the day.
Whole new experience.
Whole new experience.
Yeah.
Whole new experience. You have some of those maps, those larger maps in, you know, Modern Warfare 209, like Derail and Underpass. And those play fantastic when you get into 10v10 or 12v12. We've had those modes are coming. They're going to come out after launch. And it's just fabulous to be able to play them on there. We also have control for those you know, CDL players out there.
CDL folks, yes.
And it's going to be amazing to watch the competitive community go to town on these maps and really, you know, play them and understand what's happening.
Well, we're watching some great kill confirmed action here. We've been flipping around a bit, and find me in that sniper lane. That's all I gotta say on High Rise. I will be there. I will be waiting for you in the base.
All right, we're back.
This is so great.
ADS ready.
I know we've been talking.
I don't even know who that is. I don't know who either of these people are right now. But I like that the main red dot site is basically the slate reflector we had in Vanguard, because obviously that site made sense in a World War II game. I'm trying to figure out how this ads run. Enable dashboard needs to be alerted. I'm down for that.
I think really these maps hold up for,
probably during a lull, I'll try to find some times to run these ads, because I don't want pre-roll ads. I don't want any pre-roll ads going, and I don't understand why subs are seeing ads as well. That literally makes no sense. Cool.
And we're going to talk about all those new ways as part of the innovations that you guys have brought to gameplay. in just a second. But we want to remind the audience out there that while you're watching gameplay today,
It's weird that
you get to play
I have.
starting tomorrow. Take a look here at
Am I
the
live actually on
schedule.
Twitter?
For players who pre-order on PlayStation starting tomorrow, and next week for players who order on Xbox and PC. The maps, modes, weapons,
So I have restream and I selected to go live on. Oh, I am.
in-game rewards for playing. So anyway, take a look, take notes here with the pros playing.
I don't know how this actually works.
Hot tips before you drop into your first match tomorrow.
Interesting.
That's right. It's gonna be quite exciting to see, you know, everyone.
And I can't adjust that, so that's gonna look weird the entire time. But I was trying to see, so I do have it enabled to stream to Twitter, but it doesn't look like I'm able to view anything.
Maps that returning
Trying to
fans like
see,
myself
so I
definitely
do
will
have
enjoy,
it.
but you know, I love some new. You know, is there anything that we should be expecting,
I don't know.
you know, like
All right, well,
as far as, like, map
we made it live on Twitter, but don't know how to actually manage it.
Starting season 1, we have
Got you full audio and video and Twitch on in the background. Let's see if that. Hey, that works. That works. Yeah, I literally just have it.
coming to Modern Warfare 3.
I like. So the reason I'm right now, I have both broadcasts up because I wasn't sure if YouTube would even work properly with rewards. I don't trust them in regards to the rewards, and I feel like Twitch just has that drop system all worked out. But I liked it. I was expecting them to like drop some trailers or the gameplay stuff and all that, and then I can pause within YouTube to like kind of go over things as they're kind of developing. But yeah, so from all the Call of Duty events, all I've ever done was really just pull them up and have them on another tab while I watch someone else that are more enjoyable than the actual just main broadcast. So drop should still work. I guess I don't know. I'm assuming you're on your phone, right? I don't know if that works in the background or not. But oof, the state's looking nice. It's not as dreary. I feel like I don't remember it as much. Some of these weapons are interesting. This looks like, one kind of reminds me of the Chimera. This is like a Tempest Torrent, one of the battle rifles. Who's ever handling the live on the COD side, we are watching someone's gameplay, but the audio is not syncing up. These people are using single fire weapons, but they're over here popping. They're using single fire weapons, but I hear full auto weapons. And like fighting is happening right now. You can hear it, but it's not the actual screen.
All right, we're looking at Lupo, my guy Lupo. He is in his loadout editor.
All right, so here are all the boots. That's what I'm actually looking forward to for when the game actually drops. Or at least when the beta drops, is to be able to get in, see all, instead of perks, we're having all this gear, so be able to see what all the different gears are, and then being able to look at all the different weapons and all that. I'm wondering if you're going to have to level up or if they're just going to give you access to all the attachments right away just to play. I would assume you probably have to level it up. But excited for it. This is like the mobile games ad where it looks super good, but then the game is, I'm going to put it that the live, or you're watching a live of a live. So hopefully there's probably some degradation in regards to that. So we'll see. But yeah, it looks like I'll be able to snag a PS5 from a friend later today. So I can set it up all tomorrow. And then, yeah, we'll give you a little gameplay to see how it actually looks. I mean, I guess it'll still be within a live. Wait for the first YouTube video where you can see exactly what I'm seeing. You guys still reminds me of Vanguard and Cold War. Hey, as long as it's not MW2, I'm okay with it. But I mean, it still kind of is. We can see how it's all building out. We just don't need the horizontal scrolling. Give it all vertical again. That makes it all super concise and easy to look at. But they're deciding that we got to do it a little bit different for some reason. I don't know. If you are just tuning in, if you're on TikTok, it is kind of a little smushed in are a little stretched out, so you are missing a little bit of the edge. So if you want to see the full thing, we are also live on YouTube. You can get the full. It'll probably look a little bit nicer too than it does on a TikTok live. But we are live over on YouTube. Link is in the bio if you want to get the full view of what's going on over here.
Amazing how we've all just grown up with this, right?
But man, Rust, I will say, again, it is alive of alive, but it is looking good. It's looking smooth. This is why I personally don't like watching mouse and keyboard players, because I just get overwhelmed with the amount of screen shaking that's going back and forth from their little flicks and just their overall movement. I give them credit, but it's already a lot. I'm running like a 7.7 or 7.8 sensitivity, so it's a lot smoother, a little bit more slowed down, but I'm not getting as chaotic. Battle rage is still a thing. That's rough. So I'm wondering what his field upgrade is, because instead of a grenade, he has like a hunter killer drone. So that's not even a kill streak this time if you're looking like the bottom right of his screen. So that's weird. So he doesn't have a grenade. He has basically a drone. I wonder how strong that'll be, because if not, that's going to be a guaranteed kill if it's like the actual hunter killer drone that I can remember from some of the older games. So it's got to have like a small blast radius, even though it's a drone flying with C4. At least that's what it looks like. It could still actually be a kill streak, and there's just a lot of drones that are going to be involved in this game, which it is a Modern Warfare game, so it doesn't even matter. Am I talking too much? My bad. My bad, little G.
Felt really strongly about bringing back slide cancel and reload cancel. You know, and in both of those things, really the core was we wanted players.
All right, so I don't even know who this is.
So we know that when you commit to doing
All right, but we got munitions box back. He's got a grenade, probably a stun.
doing a reload, some of those weapons have really
But
long
damn.
a real big commitment. So even after doing that,
Rust looks a bit bigger. It could just be like a field of view situation.
things change.
But the distance just seems a little bit wider.
And it felt right, you know, and we're just so happy that we have it back in. And we know that I think
Shit.
that players are really going to be happy.
Mr. Game All Day, appreciate the follow. Over here on TikTok, hope your day's going well. Yeah, we're tuning in, seeing what is all coming up for us. Are you more Warzone or multiplayer when it comes to Call of Duty, if you do play? I'm personally more of a multiplayer side, so I'm more excited about this portion than I am for the second part. But obviously one goes into the other, and I do play Warzone more with friends that don't play multiplayer, so I'll be giving it a little bit of each. Taylor Swift fans are annoying. Ooh, so you're a Travis Kelce fan is what I'm seeing. That's what it sounds like if you got a name like that. I cannot agree with you, as my wife is. She is a Swiftie, and by association, I wouldn't say I'm either side of it. She's got some bops. I can't be mad about it. $70 for the same game. Let's freaking go. That's what I love. I mean, as of right now, if it's not MW2 again, then we're okay. If this is just MW2 faster, fine. But I'm excited into getting into something new. There's this and Xify coming out basically somewhere around the same time frame, so it's definitely going to give. There's a lot that you are involved with when it comes to multiplayer coming up, so I'm excited for that. I'm a Kanye and Travis Scott fan. Kanye, interesting. I mean, he, again, as an artist, he's solid. As a person that uses Twitter, questionable. But I'm also not the kind of person that's going to be like, cancel them. I'm never listening to their music ever again. Because, yeah, old school Kanye, he was a bop. Big fan. Still in some playlists. I won't lie. I'm glad the audio. So for the longest time, what they were doing was they kept jumping from perspective to perspective, but the audio was for some other for like another gameplay of someone else. The people on my screen were shooting a single fire weapon, and I'm hearing full auto weapons, hit markers, people going down, but that's not even happening on my screen. Ooh, okay, so now we're getting a good look. So now we're getting a look at tag stance. Oh, maybe Favela looks nice. That handgun looked insane. It's like a ZRG Barrett. Kimbo pistols. See, that seems a little insane. That seems a little ridiculous. Modern Warfare campaigns don't miss. Yeah, my plan, since there is early access for this multiplayer, comes like on November 2nd. My plan is to, since it's supposed to be carrying the story on, I want to run through the MW2 campaign again, like a day or two before November 2nd. So probably at the end of this month. That way the story's fresh and we can jump straight into the MW3 campaign. Cause yeah, those are always insane. They definitely kill it there. Cause I think that's Infinity Ward specifically, right? They should just stay in that realm. They don't need to come into the rest of the game. Let me know, what map are you most excited for? I feel like a lot of people are going to say Rust just because of the nostalgia of like 1v1. But damn, someone gets to the top of this tower, or there's a Beetle on the map, and it is brutal here. Like I'm remembering back in MW 2009, I almost said 2019, but MW2 2009, you got on this map, you got the Harrier, you easily got kills because that you might have even killed yourself, to be totally honest, when you're just putting down the airstrike that comes with the Beetle. But you were almost guaranteed, if you survived, to get that chopper gunner. And yeah, this map just became spawn die so quick. Shipment and shootouts. I mean, you got to get your long shots. So that's the only time that I feel like people use shoot houses, just to get your long shots. I typically go into hardcore just because, yeah, I don't want to just keep mounting up. That gets a little much, especially if you got some other people on the other side that are sniping and can beat you out. Nah, I'm good. So I go into hardcore for those long shots, but shipment, you got to have a place to grind out your rank. Easily.
We're going to take a quick break from the gameplay for a brief second. We actually wanted to mention an awesome partnership between Call of Duty and the Hundreds. Now, you're taking a look.
Interesting. Let's see. They did leak this, or not leak this. They posted about this.
Win one of these 50 sets. So simple. All you got to do
sets.
Call of Duty on X or Twitter, and make sure you tweet or post.
I love how this still confuses everyone. Like, what do we call it? Do we call it Twitter? Do we call it X? Are they still tweets? Did they change that? No, right? I think they still are tweets. X's? Hey, did you see my X? Oh, that's questionable.
Jump right back to the gameplay. And Greg, we'll toss one over to you here. So for anyone who has been playing Modern Warfare 2, right? We now know like
really stretching that Uzi.
Way over to this game, which is really cool, and it creates that like value for that player.
All right, Soul King. Yeah, that was looking a little bit rough. What is this 25? That's not a sniper, right? That can't be. That was a 25 mag sniper. That's got to be a battle rifle of some sort. But he's put on a sniper scope on that. So that could be wild. Hey man, this guy does not want this to be out live right now. That, or if that's, I can't tell if that's the Uzi or some sort of like machine pistol. I'm assuming it's got to be the Uzi, right? It looks too similar for it to be something else. It's a 7.62. I think that's a battle rifle. Toggle tactical? Is that? I'm assuming that's tac stance then. So as you're ADSing, you just have to press down on your D-pad to go into that tac stance. Which, if you didn't know, it's basically, I don't know, if you played MW2 or Warzone right now, there is an attachment called a canted laser that kind of cocks your gun slightly to the side, and you're the in-between of hip fire and ADS. So they're adding that back in so you can be a little bit more accurate, so you get a little bit more range. but it's still overall just a hip fire type of item. But yeah, he's using it as a sniper, but it's definitely a battle rifle. I mean, if it's got like a one-shot headshot potential, I could see it. But even that 25 round mag on something that can have a one-shot headshot, that's a lot. That's questionable. That one looked more like a pistol. MCW. I mean, this kind of looks like an ACR kind of thing, just from the build itself. There's a good amount of people running Battle Rage. I feel like I can't stand it because of the visual effects that it has on you. Like, I think it's excessive. I feel like it becomes a con just because it's already hard to see. Do you want to add more issue to that?
It's very important for us to honor our players and be able to, take all of that. But you spent a year in this game. We need to bring that into the next game and allow you to be able to experience it and have fun and not set.
I'm actually very interested because we didn't have a lot of the game modes that are now that are like staple to Call of Duty way back then. So I'm interested how they're all going to play out. Hardpoint's going to be fun. I feel like a lot of these also don't have. I mean, Skid Row has a good amount of sight lines, but I feel like you're gonna have, now that you have movement back, you'll be able to maneuver to make a lot of these engagements a lot more close quarter. And there's a lot that are just inside. So I remember you got a Harrier here or a Beetle. You'd be kind of annoyed because there's so much of this map is inside. So it's hard to pick up those kills easily with your kill streaks.
Attachment tuning is coming to Modern Warfare 3.
It is.
That is true.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, so tuning is coming back. I'm not a big fan of it, but yeah, tuning is going to be making a return in MW3 as it was in MW2. So those loadout videos are about to get even more annoying. Not only to watch, but even to create. I literally just tell people I barely do anything with tuning just because I'm lazy. I don't want to do it.
If you look at the screen, check that out. I believe these are from the Modern Warfare 3 Vault Edition. Can you give us some additional info?
Yeah, happy to. So what you're seeing right now
Okay.
are some camos that are going to be in our Vault Edition. There's a blue and a red version.
Can you combine them?
Crimson Fates is what we're calling one of them, and the Carbon Fate is the other. And these will be applicable on 4 different weapons if you get the Vault Edition, plus all of their attachments. And they're reactive, so the better you do in the match, the more eliminations you get in a match, the more you'll start to see that visual change on your weapon.
This is what we've been wanting.
Also, the operators have their own versions of this. These are the Nemesis skins. So there is a blue version and a red version there. The blue version goes on Price and Ghost, and the red version goes on Warden and Makarov. Those are the 4 operators that get these skins. Same reactive tech, so you're going to see a little bit of the silver, metallic, shiny-looking skin come up on the hands and the torso. The better you do in the match.
I've seen a lot of Warden hype on the internet, so I think people
That is pretty
are
cool.
excited to see her in action.
See, they're really trying to sell these Vault Editions right now.
About the reactive skins, to your point, these are performance driven, so that effect actually will scale back if you stop getting kills, guys.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, got to do well. You want to see the.
I like them.
I
I am a pretty big fan of these.
Popping off, having these awesome effects go around the map as well. And of course, those are in the Vault Edition.
Yeah, and you know, speaking of the weapons,
See, these are the camos we've been wanting. Like, you can give us like mastercrafts or items like that. Something like this is what we've been wanting for so long. Just something that's worth. Hopefully they can make camos like this grindable in the game so that it's a little bit more fun for the people that don't want to shell out money and you have something to press on for. Like if a mastery camo could do something like that, like Rainbow Diamond from BO4. How you got kills with Diamond and it kept progressing the type of pattern or the color you would get. Glorious.
That is actually turning into an SMG with this conversion kit. It's like a 3D printed part on there.
No secondary.
No secondary. So what you do not, like, we have a gunner vest that allows you to take a primary as a secondary. You do not need to take that if you're swapping out your Renetti for that aftermarket part to make it into an SMG.
And one of the coolest things is how you unlock these amps. So we're going to see, we call them amps. We love acronyms here, guys.
Amps.
So we have 2 amps that are
It's fair.
to beta I believe. But how you're gonna unlock them at launch and beyond? You want to talk about?
Yeah, this one definitely looks like the ACR MCW. I think is what she was rocking too. Yeah, the MCW. So that's the ACR.
It is pretty much exactly as it sounds. There are challenges, a group of challenges that we
All right. There's a lot of people running it, so I don't know if it's nostalgia or if it actually is really good.
Trick question.
Thankfully,
I'm guessing it's gonna be really good. I'm a fan of it. That might be the nostalgia. Game looks good. It does. Same game, new name. Fortunately, if you look at it with how,
I think too. Again.
yes and no, they're definitely doing a lot to make it different than MW2. So same name, slightly different game. MP is going to be definitely flowing a lot better this time.
It's super exciting.
Randall, you're in. You're hooked. You got to do it. You got to do it. Come on, dude. You have to get it. Because we currently don't have a game that we both run to run it back. So you should just do it. I'm a sucker for COD. There you go. So you should just do it. You've taken a long enough break that you need to be ready for all the KIG tournaments that are going to be held, both in MP and Warzone. You just got to run it in. Just bring it in. And there. Come on. Yeah, because I'll tell you, I tried Apex. I got overwhelmed with all the abilities and trying to learn all the new guns. I dropped off pretty quick. Then I had to learn the maps. On top of that, they have rotating maps here. You get like 1 to 2 maps to learn, and then you're good in Warzone. And you'll know all these maps. These are all maps that we all played on previously, so you already know what you're going to be getting into. The skill gap's just a little bit less just because the knowledge is already there. You should just do it. I'll be waiting for you next weekend so we can jump into the beta. I think I'm trying to squad up with Blue sometime this weekend, since I'll be jumping on, bringing it back to the PlayStation for a bit before the beta opens up next week for PC back. For PC, and then we're back there. I don't know. Let me make sure my wife hasn't made plans. So it's from the 12th through the 16th. So you got a lot of time for that one. If she makes plans that cover all that, it's GG's. It wasn't meant to be then. If she covers your whole weekend, it's over. Yeah, so the PlayStation one's from the 6th through the 10th this week. And then from the 12th through the 16th is all of Xbox, PC, and PlayStation. For the 12th and the 13th, we host a spooky night on Friday. That's fair. The 12th and the 13th is, you need to have a beta code. So I don't know if you already pre-ordered. If you haven't, if you pre-ordered, you got a beta code. If you haven't yet, and you are an Xfinity member, under your Xfinity rewards, you can get a free beta code if you want to play that like day or two before. So there you go. If you need to pre-order, that's fine. Are you an Xfinity internet customer or know anyone that is? You have Xfinity, go to your Xfinity rewards. There's a free beta code in there. So you can play the 12th and the 13th. That's like the early access. And then the 14th through the 16th is open for everyone. You don't need a code. So if you want to get in early, I mean, the reward's already there. Might as well claim it. If you can't get in, I don't know, dude, just do a giveaway with it. Post it on Twitter. Get people to like, retweet, tag people, comment done and what platform they're on. And then give it away. Get a little exposure moving into the COD cycle. Easy enough. I'm pretty sure. Did I not already do this? I think I already made a TikTok on this. I think I did. That or it's in my queue. I think I scripted it yesterday. I think I scripted it a day or two ago. Let me see. I think I just have it scripted actually, so I might record that and drop it in tomorrow. CodNext rewards.
What you're actually putting into the game, so it's going to dictate
Yeah, I have it scripted. I haven't put it out. Well played. I will record it after this live and post it so that people can know.
But how many gear slots you can actually have? So with
Hey, that's totally fair. I'm trying to keep up with you right now, man. I didn't know what I was getting myself into with the September challenge. All I see, and the funny thing is, I see the same content across platforms. So I'm like, I literally rewatch it just to make sure I've seen that exact thing. So when it comes up on TikTok, I come over to YouTube. It comes up in my shorts feed, even on Instagram too. I'm everywhere. Yeah, I had to see how much my channel will, with COD and Apex. Yeah. That's kind of why I want to try out X Defiant, when it officially comes out, which there is a rumored date for that coming out, but we'll see if that's actually true. But I don't want to be going back and forth on games. Could lead to some confusion and issue, especially with the algorithm and the people that find me for one specific game. I don't want to turn anybody off on each one,
Right away, you're getting that tax sprint refresh even faster, and also a little bit of an extended time there. And one of the things that we've done across the board is we've increased that tax sprint, and we've also
I'm really hoping
much more faster ADS.
So I feel like a lot of the promo that they put out, the games looked brighter. At least from what I'm seeing, again, it is a lot. It's a live of what someone else is seeing in game. That it looks like the grays and browns are back visually. I mean, you can only change so much. So if you're remastering an old map that already had those sort of undertones in it, I kind of hope, at least from a visual standpoint, if you mess with settings or you mess with your NVIDIA filters, that you can make it look a little brighter and colorful. So we'll see if anything can really be done in regards to that. But overall, still does look nice. If you just told me that we're getting remastered maps, this is what I'd be expecting. But I do kind of hope we can do a little something in regards to color and aesthetics of this. The fact that you can see on the other team, you had Booyah, Swag, and Santana all with double-digit kills, and only the top one on this team got it. Dude, they just got rocked. Booyah was at 33. He dropped a 30 bomb, where all these people are supposed to be really good. At least they're top content creators. I guess you don't have to be a total sweat, but if you're getting invited to showcase movement and everything, don't you kind of want the sweats in? So you're seeing a lot of things more at a higher tier. I mean, you could just bring in the CDL people to really show all these sweats. God, ranked is going to be insane. Movement's going to be, it's going to be such an outplayability, a skill gap. It's going to be fun. I hope this is good enough so that it makes multiplayer more favorable when you're making content around it. Just because I feel like Warzone has really knocked Warzone has adjusted what people see as a valuable clip versus MP, where you can get a bunch of kills, but it's MP, so people are like, it's not that impressive. Is the slide cancel? It looks really smooth. It looks really smooth. I'm liking how it's looking. I feel like because it's not resetting your tax sprint, which is what the broken part was when it came to MW 2019, I don't see a lot of people abusing it or really using it over and over again, or people are just still in their head, they forget that slide canceling is back. So that could be a factor right there. But just from us jumping from view to view, I'm not seeing too many people here. Let me go over to Shotzi. Let's get someone that's sweaty. Let's go get a COD Pro up just to see what his perspective looks like. But yeah, we'll go check out a COD Pro to see how their movement's kind of going with it. I mean, Swag is solid. Oh, he's on YouTube too. I mainly just wanted to go to YouTube so I can pause whenever I wanted. But let me see. Okay, Shotzi's not even in game right now. Where is... Let me find Swag. Swag. Yeah. All right, let's watch Swag for a bit. See if we can get... I should go to Booyah. That's who I should be tuning into, checking that out.
Yeah, dude, that sniper is fun. It's a 25-round mag that can one-shot, and
Dude, no way that's actually a sniper, right? That's got to be a battle rifle that can like one-shot? Why do I feel like there's a delay when slide canceling? I feel like there's a delay because it's not resetting the attack sprint. So you still have to like, they still have to make the transition to running again. Yeah, I did see it there, right? For a second. His gun didn't come up or it didn't move. It looked like it was locked. So yeah, I think you're right. Hey, we got slide canceling, just nowhere near at the level of MW 2019. So I mean that's already a plus. I mean he came up pretty quick out of that slide cancel and was shooting. Quick scoping is back. See, the thing is, a 25 round mag doesn't seem feasible. Like that doesn't seem fair if it can really do that much damage. Like imagine that in Warzone. And that's gonna be a little insane. When does the public play? Depending on your device, or what platform you play on, that's when you can jump in. This weekend from the 6th through the 10th is the PlayStation exclusive beta, and then from the 12th through the 16th is all platforms. So if you're PS5, do you have a beta code? Because from the 6th and the 7th, so tomorrow and Saturday, it's early access, so you need a beta code. And then from Sunday to Tuesday. Yeah, Sunday to Tuesday, that's when you can jump in. That's when you can get in without a beta code. So 6th, 7th, early access, 8th through the 10th, free access for anyone on PlayStation. And then you can also join in on the next one. But it is looking good. Definitely the visual recoil has been tuned down a lot. Like MW2, the weapons didn't have a lot of recoil. They just had a lot of visual recoil, like a bunch of shaking. Especially if you're using optics, there was a lot of visual side to side shake. But yeah, this definitely feels a lot smoother. MW2 DLC, to an extent, they did. I mean, I guess you could still say it that way. They improved a lot of it. So more health in multiplayer and movement, kind of making an adjustment. But yeah, bringing back all the old remastered games. Basically, yeah, 2.5. I can still get behind it. Looks pretty clean. I know people will complain, but I'm still hyped for it. I'm very much interested. They're tugging on the nostalgia of bringing back at launch all the old MW2 remastered maps, but we'll have to see how well they'll play, because obviously the playstyle that most people have has definitely changed, and with all the modes that weren't available back then that are going to be coming back, like hardpoint and everything, like those weren't played on the older maps. So I'm very much interested in how rotations and all that will work with those kind of modes. Looks pretty clean. How is this getting added to Warzone? So for season 1 of Modern Warfare 3, which the rumored date is December 5th, that's when the integration will get moved into Warzone. That's when we should be getting the new map and all the weapons moved into Warzone. So they'll give us about like 3.5 weeks of just MW3 when it launches on November 10th to level up, get everything ready to then make that transition over to Warzone in the new map. Hope they turned up the actual recoil. Need a better skill gap. Do we still have SBMM is still going to be a factor. I feel like I would like them to turn up, if we were to talk about turning up actual recoil, I feel like in Warzone that makes more sense. Or no, in MPA would make more sense. Never mind. Leave it how it is in Warzone, because you are going to be taking longer fights in Warzone. So here, yeah, this one's right now, it looks like a lot of just point and shoot. Especially because you're not going to be using any much like bigger optics either way, so there won't be a lot of visual side to side shake and all that stuff. like the movement and the visual recoil. Yeah, it's overall a lot more clean. It looked, and I think they said that 1x optics, so like your standard red dot and those kind of optics, there is no longer a penalty. There's no longer a penalty to your ADS, so you can put on like the base optic, and you don't get penalized for using that if something has like an ugly iron sight. But does it play better than MW19? I guess it depends on what you're looking for. Like if you enjoyed how that one had insane movement and mobility, I don't think it's cranked up to that level, but you're still dying pretty fast. It looks pretty, it's fair. So highs and lows comparable to MW 2019, but I think if you are looking for fast mobility, this one's still going to be a peg below that one. And hope that stims are back too. I just hope that they can do something where smokes aren't the only viable tactical when it comes to Warzone. So being able to use other things like stims were godlike in Warzone 1 because they gave that speed boost. I'm not saying we need to bring that back, but if they did give like a small speed boost to help you cover a distance faster, I wouldn't be opposed. Like that just kind of makes sense. It's just a $70 update. I mean, I feel like if they're going to be moving into like the 2-year COD lifespan, it is annoying that it is a $70 update, but because they're coming in with campaign and a third mode, I get it. If they were just doing multiplayer, I feel like that's when it'd be closer to just an update. And then they can, hopefully it would be a cheaper price tag. Feeling like the ACR is going to be the new TAC 56. I hope so, man. I'm kind of over the TAC 56. The funny thing is, it was always so good in multiplayer, mainly because of ranked and all the other weapons really getting a peg below that. When it came to ranked, because so many of them were either G8 or restricted. So like that's why everyone, I feel like, gravitated to the TAC 56. But yeah, I mean, everyone's running the ACR right now, which I think is like the MCW. But yeah, iron sights are looking pretty decent. And again, if you can just put on a red dot, you're going to be set. But Poor Rapids, appreciate that follow over here on TikTok. Hope your day's going well. We're just tuning in, seeing what all is on deck for us when it comes to multiplayer, or when it comes to the next sort of iteration into Call of Duty with multiplayer. We should be getting zombies a little bit later. I don't think there's going to be actual gameplay, but then also all the Warzone stuff. Our perks. We did get a couple looks into some people's screens of how perks are going. If you didn't know, they're going to be making them all gear now, but you are still going to have 4 perks like how you had in MW2 this past year. So you're going to be getting a helmet. I'm assuming just like a chest plate, boots, and gloves. As of right now, I haven't heard anyone really critique those. But yeah, overall, it does feel a lot faster. And then you put on like something that gives you like lightweight or anything like that, it's gonna be pretty insane. Color scheme looks like CW Vibrant. I'd say yes. I feel like there's a couple maps like High Rise still looked a little brown and gray, but I mean, you're on Sunset on like on top of a skyscraper. So I really do hope, like, Favela's looking really nice. So I'm hoping you can do some more adjustments in game with like color schemes. And then maybe like your NVIDIA broadcasts or NVIDIA, what are they called? NVIDIA filters if you are on PC. So I'm hoping it can definitely make it look a lot cleaner. A little bit more. Why didn't they up the TTK? I thought that was... So they did. Base health, at least in MW2, base health is 100. Now it's 150. So it should be a little bit slower. I guess that's fair. I haven't really paid too much attention to it. Swag 52, man, come on. But yeah, I think it is slower. But what about Raid DMZ? I mean, from what Call of Duty has put out, it looks like DMZ is still going to stick around, but the support just isn't fully going to be there. I'm wondering if they won't do it at launch, but maybe for like season 1 they can make an update, because they have the mode that they're coming out with for zombies is going to be DMZ just without the PvE aspect. So like just put it into DMZ, give some new missions, and bam. I feel like obviously I'm oversimplifying what they need to do, but they have the basis for a lot of it already. That like you blend the two of the new zombie modes with current DMZ, you get something new, something kind of exciting. You still get the whole aspect of like there could be PvP involved, even if you're not a person that likes PvP, but it still gives you something else to go ahead and check out and dive into. I think that's worth it. I feel like there is a whole community around it, and I don't know if Call of Duty is just expecting people that like DMZ to just immediately love this new zombie mode or what have you. But I feel like the majority of like the DMZ content that I see is people having funny interactions with other people when it comes to PvP, when it comes to grouping up, that sort of thing. So I think it's dumb to go ahead and drop that. So definitely we're still having something with it, in my opinion. If you are just tuning in over on TikTok, we are watching the CodNext event. So we're just seeing what's all coming with Modern Warfare 3. Currently, we're in the multiplayer aspect where they're just letting people play some of the modes like Domination, Hardpoint, and all that on some of the remastered maps that are coming at launch. And then I think in a little bit, they're going to switch to a new game mode that they've been advertising, which is called Cutthroat. And it's 3v3v3 on one map. So kind of like a battle royale sort of aspect, but definitely in a much smaller scale, as it is just one of these 6v6 maps. Oh, they already switched to it. Never mind. So they're already in it. Oh, so you actually down and finish them. So yeah, think of it more of like the battle royale aspect. That's interesting. I don't know how often I would play it, but it is fun. It does look fun. No respawns. So think of it like S&D, no bomb, 3 people mixed with Warzone, because you got to knock them out. What do you think so far? It looks like the 2 right now with the new maps I pre-ordered. Nice. Yeah, I did recently put out a video in regards to the 2 different editions for the pre-order. It is on my YouTube. I'm also live on YouTube if you want to see the entire screen. I do have it stretched a little bit specifically for TikTok. So if you want to be able to see like the HUD or just all like the different elements that are on someone's screen, feel free. Link is in the bio. But it does look really nice. I am a fan of it. But like when you come into like Skid Row or High Rise is where you see more of those browns and grays. So do hope that there are ways to up the visualization for some of these. All right, so the Beta Ripper. So this looks like it's the SMG. I wonder if we're gonna be limited with the amount of weapons we'll be able to jump in with when it comes to the beta. Marshall Hawkins, appreciate that follow over on TikTok. Hope your day is going well. We're just checking. We're currently watching Swag right now play it through, just because the main Call of Duty broadcast was a little iffy on who they were pulling up, and we wanted to see someone that was a little bit sweatier to get more of the feel or the visual aspect of what movement is like in it. The broadcast, just a lot of people, I feel like it's just not instinctual, or the people have to go back into the mentality of like slide canceling and movement just from what we've been playing for so long. So we decided to come over here. We can watch Swag. I was trying to see if he was playing with Booyah to hopefully be able to see a little bit more, but still not bad. Can you touch on what the attachment system looks like? So from what I've seen, they released a blog about it. I think it's a little bit different. Bunny, appreciate the follow over on TikTok. Michael Bay, same over here. They haven't showed anything on Warzone just yet. We're going to be moving over to that after multiplayer. So I think they got like another like 30, 40 minutes on just this mode, Cutthroat, and then we'll move over to Warzone. But yeah, when it comes to the attachments, it's supposed to be simpler than what it was in MW2. So it's not going to be like level up the shotgun to get this one sight, move this one. Now you can use this sight on all weapons, that sort of thing. So it's like going to be, it's supposed to be a little bit more streamlined. So I wonder if it'll be more attachments that are based around your weapon class. So like once you get a specific sight that's made for ARs, it'll apply for all your ARs, that sort of thing. I don't know 100% on exactly how that means, but it does look really nice. It's supposed to be a lot less tedious than MW2's, which I think was pretty insane. Especially if you're not someone that's going to be trying to grind out and get everything complete with like weapon camos, leveling up all these other weapons. I think it's a lot easier. Can you snipe? Not if you're looking for montages. It'll be the occasional, holy shit, I just did that kind of thing. I'm not going nuking people with quick scoping, that sort of thing. But this sniper that a lot of people are using, it has a 25 round mag, which I think is already insane. I think it's too much, especially because you can one shot with it. I think it needs to relax. I think they need to tone that back a little bit. Looks like the exact same game. It has different features, Barracuda, but overall, I mean, we're on the same engine. We are with these 2-year life cycles. I think even Treyarch 2024, so the next Call of Duty, is supposed to still also stay on this. It's supposed to stay on this engine. But MW2 looks like MW1, just plays different. MW3 looks like MW2, but plays different. I mean, more health, all that sort of thing. More health, movement adjustments. I think MW2 was definitely a real lull for people that are aggressive players. I think it definitely catered to a much slower game style. But I think now with this one, you get a little bit of that mobility back, so you can kind of be a little bit more of a one-man army like you used to be able to. But yeah, 25 rounds on a sniper is pretty insane. Monkey Banks, appreciate that appreciate that follow over on TikTok. Hope your day is going well. Hope it's all going well. Hey, is this the new one and old maps? I'm new here. So it's the new it's the new game Modern Warfare 3, but all the old maps, so from MW2 2009, those are all being remastered, and those will be the launch maps. So there'll be 16 maps at launch, and they will all be the old maps that we had. So like High Rise, Skid Row, Favela, Terminal, all those are going to be coming back. It looks like they went backwards to the old CODs. I mean, Eduardo, that's kind of what we've been asking for. We all want to have the feeling of the old games back. So, I mean, they're kind of doing what we wanted. Increase the health, give us some movement, bring back the nostalgia. We kind of asked for it, and here we are. But P-Dog 8000, appreciate that follow over here on TikTok. Michael Bay, they brought back OG maps with the new, yep. I hope you can answer this question. Is there an FOV slider for console? There should be an FOV slider. Damon Murfield and Chase Wheeler, appreciate those follows over on TikTok. Hope it's all going well. So quickly for user, is there going to be an FOV slider? It's supposed to be based all off of what was an MW2, and there was an FOV slider there and in Warzone, so I would expect that to be coming back for this game and when they eventually integrate over into Modern Warfare. And Chase, it will cost money. This is a new premium title that they're releasing because it's coming with a campaign, this multiplayer, this new version of multiplayer, and then there's going to be a zombies mode that's going to be also introduced into the Modern Warfare world for the first time. But yeah, if you quickly look, also, so we do have FaZe Bui on this one, so we will get to see a little bit of sweaty action. But yeah, so they're currently playing a new mode that's called Cutthroat, which is 3v3v3 sort of battle royale style as it pertains. So it's 3v3v3 battle royale in the multiplayer sense. So 3 players on each team, you're trying to eliminate the other 2 teams, and then just be the last one surviving to win the round. And then I didn't keep track to see how many you need to win. I'm assuming like 4 or 5 in order to win the match. You're a very good streamer. I love the way that you pay attention to all the viewers. And it's kind of stressful. I understand why people struggle with it when it comes to actually gaming, to be able to keep up with everyone. So kind of just trying to get better at that overall. So appreciate that, P-Dog. Everything carrying on for MW2. I think like 90% of everything coming over, everything from MW2 will carry over to MW3. So you should be able to use, like, if you want to keep running TAC 56 for another whole year, you should be able to do that. So weapons, blueprints, operators, most of the cosmetics. I think the only ones they said was like vehicle skins for basically if Yeah, so everything's going over. If the new version doesn't have a certain element, like a certain vehicle or anything like that, that's the only thing that won't carry over, because obviously it doesn't make sense for it to. But yeah, your skins and operators, that's going to be coming with your weapons, your blueprints. So all the main things, yes. I think calling cards and emblems are all transitioning over. So if you have specific ones that you'd like, those will all be over there in the new game. So you can definitely rock those for a bit. And then you'll have that all in MW3 and also in Warzone once the integration happens at the beginning of December. I think December 5th is the current rumored date for that integration switch over. So definitely worth checking it out. You should be all good. But yeah, like I was talking about earlier, if you're still kind of on the fence on this game, the beta, at least specific for PlayStation, starts up tomorrow. And it goes through Tuesday the 10th, and then like 2 days later, the beta for PC, Xbox, and PlayStation will all open up. Is there a new Warzone when MW3 comes out? So it'll still be the same Warzone that we currently have. They're gonna have an integration like how we had OG Warzone, so Warzone 1. We had it during the Modern Warfare 2019 cycle, and then Cold War and Vanguard got integrated into it at a certain point. That's what's going to be happening with this game with the current Warzone that we now have, which was Warzone 2. Once season 1 of MW3 drops, then we'll be moving. That's when the integration will happen. We'll get a new, so far, big map has been confirmed. And then that's when all the weapons jump into the weapon pool as well. But hey, Lucky, appreciate that. Appreciate that follow over here on TikTok, man. Really do. Will DMZ go into MW3? From what they've said so far, at least from Twitter, DMZ will still be around, but it doesn't sound like a lot of it. I don't think they made it seem like it's gonna exist still in Warzone, but it may not be getting a whole lot of support. I don't know if they're just focusing on MW3 and getting it all ready for season 1 where we integrate with Warzone. So maybe like season 1, season 2, we might get an update for DMZ, but we'll have to see for that. Or I thought we'd get an OG Warzone back. As of right now, it doesn't look like it. There is a whole new map, which once they finish all of the multiplayer side of this, we'll be moving over to the Warzone, to all the Warzone features and updates. So once that all happens, we'll go ahead and transition over to that, and we can see a little bit more of what's going to be happening. But Mickey Morris, appreciate that follow over here on TikTok. Hope your day's going well. Hope your week is going well. We're just trying to see what I was expecting a lot. I was expecting to be like talking to the commentators a little bit more and getting more insight. Let's switch back to the main broadcast for a bit to try to get a little bit more information on kind of what else is going on, because this is where they're going to be doing all the interviews and stuff.
With an AR, I mean, that's just stunning.
We heard them talk about it too, with like the aftermarket weapon attachments as well, with the weekly challenges. So
this is interesting. Can we see some of the operators? I'm actually not playing it, so I think we just had to get kind of lucky with if they do show someone's screen, if they'll be going through the operators. Let me see. I think there was some screenshots going on Twitter. Let me see if I can find a couple. Operators, MW3. There's got to be some screenshots of information kind of going up on there. Here real quick. So this is Twitter quality. And then obviously this is only for the beta. But this is one of the skins that comes with the weapon vault. And they were saying that these two that are currently being, or at least Ghost and Price, this is reactive, so it's supposed to adjust with how you're doing in the game. So the more kills you get, the more it kind of evolves into something else new. And they had the same thing on the Cortex side, but this one's going to be transitioning from like a red color, or it's going to have red accents, while the Task Force 141 side, the one that has Price and Ghost, will be transitioning from and have blue as their accent color. So Makarov and Warden are on the other side with the red, but this comes with the Vault edition of the game.
feels super smooth. And that's the most important thing we've been touching upon and people have been
Yeah, either way, it's very limited on what we're going to be getting right away at launch. It's very limited on what we're be getting at the beta. There's going to definitely be a lot more information, and they're going to be on top of it when it comes to bringing in more bundles to go ahead and get some sales. But I'm excited that if they have a reactive skin as part of a buy or as Polto the Vault Edition, they got to have a couple already set up, right? Now show off. Hey Jordan, appreciate you coming over here on Twitch. Yeah, you just have to pull. I don't think my stream has any of the drops associated with it, so I would go ahead and pick it up on the main Call of Duty broadcast. Well, our COD points should be going over as well. Yeah, the COD points are linked to your account, so once you bring that account over to MW3, you should still have all of those come together. KRGF, when does this come out? Those will be, are you talking about the beta or the actual game? What are drops? So if you go to YouTube or Twitch, yeah, I would trust Twitch more than YouTube. But if you have the main broadcast at least tabbed up on your screen somewhere, you can even mute it if you don't want to hear it. If you just watch, there are rewards for you just watching the main broadcast. So like I currently have just one of the streams up on my screen, but I also have the Twitch one silenced on the side, and they're giving out free rewards for you just watching. So you can get a blueprint. Here, I can pull up exactly what you get. So if you do watch, you'll be able to get the weapon blueprint here, an emblem, a bot ops charm, and the curved monitor calling card. So you can, if you go over, just watch their Twitch or just silence it, tab it on the side. As long as you are a watcher, you can pull that up. You can get those free rewards. The actual game doesn't come out until November 10th, but the beta starts tomorrow for PlayStation, and then the 12th, so a little bit over, or a week from now, for PlayStation, PC, and Xbox.
I mean, yeah, first off, I will say we didn't have cool swag like this in these digital packs. I mean, this is that was before that time, but I mean, just playing.
Yeah, I'm wondering how much longer we're going to be in the multiplayer side.
And now it's 2023, and we got everything. And you can
Let's see what Swag's doing right now.
There might be some players doing that here.
Incredible memories that have been had on Call of Duty. Ali, what is your earliest memory on COD?
All right. I just want to hear basically what they're talking about just to stay in the know. But I'm going to pull up Swag so that we have at least a little something to watch. Wait, how do you claim the free rewards? If you go into Twitch and you just have... it's supposed to also work for YouTube, but I don't know how to link my YouTube to Activision. I was able to do it through Twitch because I've watched and gotten a bunch of rewards from them before. But if you just have one of those broadcasts tabbed up, you can even silence it if you don't want to listen to it and you want to do something else. As the time goes on, you should see a notification that you got a reward. And specifically on Twitch, you'll have like a little indicator in the top right of your screen that'll tell you that you got a new reward. So then from there, you should be able to go in there and then select claim within Twitch. So I was like, I just got one. Let me see if I can show you. I just got the notification that I got a drop. Let me see. So here I have it up right now on Twitch. So I have just like their main broadcast tabbed up on the side, but here under my notifications, this is where you can see if you've already gotten some of your rewards, and then you just have to click into them and then hit claim now. Hope that helps, Dami. I have a question. If I used an email for my code and I'm trying to change the email and add a phone number, if you don't have the email, that I'm not 100% sure about. So you don't have access to that original email is what you're saying? I got the same aftermarket. Hey, dude, these are so nice. I got them mainly because the summer, dude, it was so hot wearing a headset that these have a little bit of like cooling gel that at least like make it bearable for a little bit. I have been honestly wanting to get.
Here is a look at modern warfare zombies.
Oh, whoa. Okay, moving over to zombies. Sorry, that was a quick transition. I heard them talk about it. Yeah, I don't have access to that email, to that code. All right, let me turn this up a little bit. Let's see what's going on with the zombies mode. Yeah, Lucky, I'm not totally sure what to do about that if you don't have access to that email. Can you send the code to a different email? But yeah, Shane, these were game changer. I've been wanting to get some in-ear ones, just because like everyone's using those now. But dude, if you want a good pair, they're expensive. They're insane. Yeah, Dami, hope that all helped. Hope it all works out for you over there. But let's see what's going on with zombies. I'm interested. So this is all PvE. All right, so all the baddies from Cold War are coming back. I mean, this should in theory be the Warzone map too, because they're going to be being played on the same map. Hellhounds are coming back. This is looking pretty nice. Oh, Jordan, that's good to know. I didn't know if I had them enabled. I'll take it. All right, so we knew perks were coming back. This map's looking pretty cool. God, I hated that. Out of all the ultras, I hated those. Pack-a-Punch, the monkey, we knew that one was already there. What the hell was that thing? Oh, okay, we knew about that one. God, it looks so much terrifying than it was in like the cartoony Cold War. Can't send it to...
Welcome to Operation Deadbolt.
This does look pretty nice. I am pretty... What the freak was that giant worm? Oh, we just got a new release too. Or a new pre-order bundle.
Just got a sneak peek at the end of that trail of the Soul Harvester weapon blueprint.
Ooh. It doesn't look bad. So it doesn't look bad. Again, I'm more nervous about the replayability of it since it is PvP. But again, it is just zombies like we're used to. But I don't like the rumored like 1 hour time frame. So you have to like keep going back in, but at least everything you extract within the mode, you get right when you come back. So you could have your Pack-a-Punch weapon, you can have all these other things, and it'd be pretty dope. So if you come back in with your loadout weapon, your Pack-a-Punch weapon, your perks, all that, you can just jump straight into it really quick. It's DMZ Zombies, but it's only PvE and it's part of the main MW3 game. It's part of Modern Warfare 3. It's not going to be free with Warzone. What they should do is instead of leaving DMZ as like a bare bone kind of thing, mesh them together. Have it so there is still a PvP aspect, add some missions, add some objectives, and you still have DMZ and you have that whole community that doesn't have to either leave or be forced to buy the game to jump in. Yeah, this PvP should be in the mode, but I still think it needs to... I understand why they want to leave it PvE only, because zombies is always part of the main game, and you need to have something to cater to the zombies community if you are bringing it to Warzone or to multiplayer, to Modern Warfare for the first time, but still have that PvE aspect so the people that loved DMZ and play it on the free game, mesh it over there with zombies thrown into the mix, give them some new objectives, and they can still stay happy and satisfied. And zombies always been buy to own. Yeah, exactly. And we've also had so much complaints about PvE and DMZ. We have, but I think they made some adjustments already where they made UAV super expensive. Now there's only 4-person squads. If you wanted just to limit it to 3-person squads, so like it can always be a full team versus a full team at minimum. That way a team isn't overrun or outnumbered. I think that could be a pretty easy mix. I mean, the 4 is still cool, so you can pick up a solo if you already are in a full team. So that's, I mean, I understand that point because I feel like solos were the ones that were getting overrun a lot. So give them a little catered, give them a little extra for that. But yeah, all the assimilation problems. 4 should be the max. 3 was missed. Dami, appreciate that follow over on appreciate that follow over on TikTok. And Neska, appreciate that follow over there. Hope your day is going well. We are just tuning in. If you just Nessa, okay. But we did just go through and see a little bit more of the zombies side of what's coming with Modern Warfare 3, and it's looking pretty nice. You can see a little bit right now going on in the background. I can't justify buying what's essentially $70 MW2 DLC. Well, I mean, yes, if you want to think about it that way, you are getting a campaign and another third mode. If those don't really appeal to you, then yeah, I can see where multiplayer standalone is not that exciting. Obviously, the campaign, you play it once or twice and you're kind of over it. But the zombies mode did look cool. I have been going back to Black Ops 3 zombies. Specifically on PC, there is a lot of custom content, so I've been getting back into that mix. And it's also cool just to have kind of a chill mode to like hang out with your friends or find some randoms just to kind of run through it for a bit. I feel like a lot of, especially with Warzone, I don't want to play it unless I have a squad. So this gives me some modes when I can't get a full team together to have this. It's not, I understand where people come from that it is a DLC. I get it. I don't agree with it, but I can see it as they're probably just like the multiplayer only grinder. That's all they're going to do in this game. MW2 really just had that if you didn't get into Spec Ops or the raids missions. So I get it. But I still agree that this is a whole standalone sort of aspect to it. To be honest, I haven't looked, but how are the mechanics? Have you seen any of them? So yeah, so we just kind of transitioned out of the multiplayer side. I'll see. So Swag is still playing right now, and we're just listening to what they're saying because that's the only reason I knew that zombies was coming up. But it does look really nice. Is it movement that we had in MW 2019, slide canceling, sprinting immediately after it? We have noticed it looks like there's a bit of a delay out of a slide cancel to like start moving again. So I get it from that perspective, just so it's not super abundant and OP. But you obviously get the mini map has your red dots back on. But it overall does look really nice. This is like the massive like 25 round sniper that people have been using. It does look like it has one shot potential. So if that's actually a thing, that's going to be pretty OP, especially if you are a quick scoper or a sniper in any regard. That's going to be a lot. I love the COD campaign, and zombies looks interesting, but movement doesn't look much different. In regards to movement being different, it's going to be smoother. So there is going to be slide canceling where MW2, you had a slide cancel if you had it. But yeah, the overall feel of it, the gunplay and everything, that should be very similar. From watching, it looks like there's less visual recoil. So it should be a little bit easier when you're fighting a little bit at those further distances. But we got movement back. It's a lot faster. Is that my estates right here? Yeah, we're watching Swag on estate. We've seen them be playing on Favela, on Rust, on Skid Row. I feel like there was one other one. I think there's at least one other one that we've been seeing kind of in the rotation. But I'm very interested in that cutthroat mode, which is 3v3v3. I don't know how often I'll play it, because I feel like I would want to have 2 friends that I trust playing it, because it is definitely going to be a much sweatier time, and I feel like that's where the 3v3v that teams are going to be flocking to that mode, in my opinion. Hope we got gunfight as well. If we do get gunfight back, I want gunfight, like the gunfight tournaments. I think those are a lot of fun. Okay, so we're getting. Is this a look at the Warzone map, or is this war? I wasn't listening. I just heard. Let's take a look into something. No, Ravenov. This is zombies. Yeah, this is zombies. Holy crap. They said we weren't getting any. Dang, you guys saw how I perked up on that one a little bit? They may be weak zombies. Oh, so yeah. So if you didn't know, it's going to be, it's PvP, but there's zombies and people that you're going to be going up against. So you definitely have to keep an eye out. This is a UAV tower, so you can probably see everything. Or this is part of the intel. And yeah, this is, I'm assuming this is a look into the new zombies or the new Warzone map, because they're supposed to be getting played on the same map. But yeah, Shane, I agree with you. Transition from MW2 to MW3. I think it's gonna definitely be a smooth transition, especially because we have it back-to-back years, where over there we had like a year gap in between them. So it's gonna feel more consistent.
So what you just saw there was just a little snippet of that story mission intro, and what's really
that's the intro mission. That's actually pretty cool. Sorry, I got way too excited on that. What are your thoughts on the updated Warfare 3? So far, it's looking good. Someone was saying that the gunplay looks very similar to MW2, which it should be. We're on the exact same engine. So it's supposed to make it so it's a smoother transition from game to game. But I think overall, it looks nice. I'm looking forward to getting into it tomorrow, where I'm able to see more of kind of what's going on there and be able to really get a feel for it. But slide canceling is back. It looks like there's like a slight adjustment. It looks like there was a slight adjustment to the slide cancel, where you come out of it, there's like a little stagger to it. But it's something that gives you some outplayability into the game, coming from a game that we really didn't have that unless you like held an angle or knew where someone was coming. So I'm excited for it. I really am. And if I know right now on TikTok, I have this stretched out a bit so that it looks a little bit bigger on the screen. But if you want to see the full screen, I am live over on YouTube right now. Link is in the bio, same exact name. If you want to get the full screen, and this is where YouTube is where I post most of my content in regards to this. So everything coming with Modern Warfare 3, Warzone Mobile that we're going to hear about in a little bit, it'll all kind of come full circle right there. No, but this was actually supposed to be an update. That is fair. So yeah, from what Replacement was saying, we were initially rumored that this was just supposed to be an update to it, but they decided, now let's make some money, let's make a full-blown game. So they got the zombies mode into it, they got a campaign into it, and now they can sell that $70 price tag right there. But yeah, we got an updated engine. We're having it. It's supposed to be like even Treyarch with the next Call of Duty, supposed to be following that one. And as we're going through the cycle, we're supposed to be staying on the same engine. If we ever do have an update to the engine or we change engines, that's probably when we could like start thinking about possibly a Warzone 3 coming out. But as of right now, we're going to be staying on our current version of Warzone and then pushing forward in the same Call of Duty. I'm excited for the new class system. What do you mean by that? By class system? Bro, Call of Duty is going to be a central system from here on out. Pay attention. Oh, the vest. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. So how all the perks are going to be attachments now? The gun mastery that they promised was going to be on MW2 never arrive in it. That's valid. I feel like once they decided that they were going to make a whole new premium title of MW3, they really just stopped adding some nice stuff into MW2. They just decided we're gonna maintain this, but we're gonna be having our own standalone mode. The vest will change how your class looks. Yeah, okay, that's definitely fair. I understand what you mean now, and I'm very much interested on what all the perks will be able to do. Like you can really make I feel like you can make like a super soldier around like mobility, or I feel like it'll be able to. I'm not gonna say it's a skill gap to know. I mean, everyone will have access to the perks, so it can't be a skill gap, but you can definitely have outplayability depending on the perks you have enabled, especially if they're movement perks, if they're gunplay perks, all that sort of thing. For the addition and didn't even get to use it. Didn't even get to use it. I'm sorry about that. You paid $100 for the. I'm assuming the Vault Edition is what you're talking about. Does anyone need? Dev, I do not. Appreciate you reaching out though. I didn't. I think I'm all good with MW2. I'm not looking forward to once the betas go away, like 2 weeks of not being able to play the game, and then having to wait until the full game comes out. But we're getting close, just a little over a month and 5 days, and we're at this one. You get to use your edition. You paid for the guns you got. 7. Yeah, so I can. Oh yeah, the cinder camo and the weapon. So yeah, the weapon vaults. Yeah, I mean, the weapon vaults, the camos. These at least look a little bit better. The camo itself is set to be reactive, so the more if you have that camo equipped, the more kills you get in the game. It's supposed to evolve and develop into new patterns. So I think it'll be cool in that regard. So I might stick around a little bit more. Yeah, the one for MW2, the orange red tints on everything, it helped with you getting all the attachments out right away. But after that, there were definitely nicer camos. If this one that evolves is actually really nice, that it could be a main camo to use. And hopefully, yeah, like how you're saying, hopefully they are relevant guns. Is this more like Cold War zombies or round-based zombies? This version of zombies, it's going to be like Outbreak from Cold War with more missions and objectives within it. So it won't be round-based, unfortunately. But it is a cool little twist. Again, I'm just my perspective is how much will you want to replay it if you're not a zombies grinder. So if it's someone that's more of a casual and wants to try out the mode, will this appease to them and keep them sort of pulled in and wanting to jump back into the mix? That's where I'm currently at. You were able to tune guns into SMGs in the alpha. They took it out. They took it off. Interesting. I didn't know that. With the weapon vaults that are going to be coming with this Vault Edition, you will also be able to use those in the betas. So if you do pre-order before the game comes out and you get those weapon vaults, those will be available, or any of the bonus content that comes from either of the editions from pre-order, we'll go ahead and jump into it. We'll jump into the beta with it. I don't think I played the alpha. Yeah, I don't remember that. I feel like I played the beta. I feel like the alpha, did you have to apply to get into the alpha? I think you did. In the beta, they took it out. Everything. Yeah. But I mean, with this game, with everything they're advertising with these aftermarket parts, which I'm assuming it's probably once you max out the weapon, you get... I did know that replacement, that slide canceling was there. Yeah, a lot of people complained. They were all... That's when all the hype started with Call of Duty, with MW2. Was people were saying slide canceling was back, or slide canceling was there, and this, that, and the third, and it all came from the alpha, and then it got removed when we got in the beta, and that's when we had CodNext last year, and everyone was like, what the hell is this? Yeah, they said that's how they're doing. Yeah, so the aftermarket parts is how will be the reward for doing all the weekly challenges. Yeah, and then I think you have to like fully max out your weapon in order to get those bonus challenges, right? So you have to fully max out the weapon. That's when you can get the tuning that's going to be coming back, and then you can do those weekly challenges to get some of those aftermarket parts. At least that's what I thought. I didn't really read through that blog too much in regards to that weaponry where they started talking about the aftermarket parts. I'll have to give that a skim again. But yeah, They better bring back the flame. Dude, the flamethrower was always a pea shooter though. Unless you had insta kill, I feel like the flamethrower after like round 10, it wasn't even worth it. Or you might be talking about multiplayer. That might be on me. I'm listening to zombies over here, so when you mentioned the flamethrower, I remembered that. But man, when you had the flamethrower and insta kill came up, you just jumped off a platform and spun in a circle. Easy. For the video, they didn't say that there would be any unlocks besides the challenges in MP. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. I felt like they would want that to be a more of a grindable thing, but you can get the aftermarket parts right away. That's fine. Gives you something else to have on like a side grind kind of situation. All right, we're going to keep this playing audio-wise, but I'm going to go back to keep watching some of the gameplay. So we'll pull up Swag again. Again, I think Twitch is an overall better viewing experience if you don't have ads. But I like just the ability to be able to pause and everything on YouTube. Will it actually ever make a transition over to this platform? I don't think so. I feel like Twitch has done a lot of wrong and it's still on the top, unfortunately. But I think the first couple of weeks will be a reward for playing. We will see after the first couple of weeks where they put the aftermarket parts. I feel like there's going to be challenges within it, but I feel like aftermarket parts just added a whole new level of cosmetic bundle possibilities that I think it's just going to get thrown into being part of a bundle or a package. Basically just added a price tag to it.
Absolutely not. The abominations send in these little creatures and they will try to explode and flush you out. So really it's, do you want to die by the lasers outside or do you want to die by these zombie explosions? Again, it's up to you. Your choice. It's your choice.
Choose your own adventure.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm wondering how much longer they're going to be, or do they? I'm wondering how much longer they're going to be in multiplayer before we move over to Warzone. I feel like we can't be too far away because they said after the multiplayer sides, that's when we're going to be moving over to Warzone, and they'll have all the streamers putting out content, and then they'll have sort of all the updates, all the videos, all the releases over on the main broadcast. I hated how the alpha was smooth and the beta 2, then the game released and was buggy. Yeah, it's because people were figuring out how to do like slide canceling, figuring out all the adjustments, figured out all the workarounds, and yeah, they ended up patching them or just removing them entirely. It sucked.
A horde of zombies, and Kevin loves to say it's like a hornet's nest, which it is. You shoot a few, you get a big horde of them.
They're upset.
And you basically train them.
I mean, it looks like we're about to either he's having issues or they're about to start adjusting over to Warzone just based off of what Swag has. Yeah, the double tap ADS slide was OP. Dude, the combination was wild, and then I got used to it, and then when they took it out, I was over here still trying to do it. I was tweaking settings and everything. I was trying to find the cheese like all other content creators are trying to do at once.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I hope the slide canceling is what we're used to. So slide side jump, slide side jump. It got easier too. Yeah. But then yeah, they made sliding just for so much of the game, they made it just completely useless. It wasn't until way later on when they actually made it relevant again to an extent. They were back. I got an alert that something went out. Hold up. Okay, we're good.
Look at the brand new map coming to Warzone. We're deep diving into Battle Royale coming next.
Oh boy, it's going to be
tuned.
Awesome stuff.
All right.
Kevin, Miles, I want to thank you guys so much for your time.
Okay.
Your passion.
They brought up something about Warzone, so I had to switch over just to see if we're going to see anything. Slide casting should be just slide jump. Quick behind each other. Yeah, if the jump could cancel a slide, then yeah, it would just be 2 buttons, just quick. But I guess we have to stop. Previously, we had to stop the slide and then the jump again.
But next up, it's Warzone with live Warzone gameplay and new map details are going to be coming your way. But first, a quick word from our sponsors.
Oh, God damn it.
CodNext.
But all right, we're getting ready for Warzone. I might have to rewatch some of that zombie stuff. That was actually pretty. Seemed like there was a lot of details going.
Movement, the official timekeeper of Modern Warfare 3. Go to
Did I get it?
to see the limited edition watch collab. Backbone.
All right, just a reminder, if you have not yet, if you go to the main broadcast of Call of Duty, whether you're on Twitch or on YouTube, make sure your Activision account is linked. And if you just watch it, whether you just tab it, mute it, put it to the side, minimize it, whatever, if you just watch it, you get some free rewards. Hey, appreciate that follow over here. Is it the canted? Yeah, the tac stance is that canted aim. So it's not, so you have hip fire, certain, I think it looks like certain attachments or certain weapons have this ability. So you have hip fire, you ADS normally, and then if you have an attachment or a gun that's able to do that, there's like a separate button while you're ADSing to go into that tac stance. So you have to enable it and then disable it. So it's a little different, but it's interesting. Yeah, like I said, there's hip fire, tac stance, and then full aim. Yeah, so from what I was seeing on people's screens while they were aiming, they pressed down on the D-pad on their controller. That was like the default version that switched you over to it. So it'll be, I feel like if you're running and gunning, it'll be a good in between. That way you can be a little bit more accurate with your hip fire, and I'm assuming you pull that up just a little bit faster, you might have a better sprint to fire speed with it. 6 action buttons. Are there controllers with 6 back buttons? The max I've seen is 4. What controller you got? Or is this a keyboard? That might be a keyboard. That makes a lot more sense than having 6 back buttons, right? It sounds like I'm gonna be pressing the wrong buttons very often. But yeah, replacement, it is a whole separate feature, or a whole separate aim down sight. A Razer controller. I don't think I have it. Custom. What kind of controller do you have? Replacement? That has green top, blonde. Is that? I see. Oh, you're talking about Callie? Forget what her name is. But yeah, because I think she's also like the head of another Call of Duty that she founded that's like women only. She is. I'd agree. Daily Yak. Killer Instinct Gaming. If you do a quick Google for Killer Instinct Gaming, you should find our website, and from there it should have the information on how to join. Yeah, I think you just have to like contact our owner or the founder, and then they kind of go through kind of talking to you and showing what they want to do. But this right here, this Soul Harvester, another pre-order bundle right here. This is actually pretty cool. I'm trying to see if this, I think this is part of even the base game, so you might get this blueprint if you pre-order on the base game as well. Registered female, yeah. MW, give it at least instead of a 2.1, 2.5. Give it at least a 2.5. The D-pad is always weird. Yeah, so I might have to change one of my back buttons to be the D-pad in order for me to like switch in between tac stance and not tac stance, because there's going to be challenges where you have to use tac stance. There's no way they put it in and then they're not going to have challenges for it. For extra back has 6 extra buttons, 4 in the back, 2 extra bumpers. I'll look it up right now. Now I'm just curious on what's going on there. That's pretty wild. I made it myself. Oh, you made it yourself. Has 6 back buttons in the bottom. Peso pluma? No way, dude. ¿Qué andas haciendo peso? Use R2L2. That was it? He just had to say like 2 words and that was it? A Razer is dope controller, better than Xbox Pro. So is the Razer an Xbox version? I've never had an Xbox, so I'd only use an Xbox controller when I went to go hang out with friends. I've always been PlayStation, so I got so used to the size of the PS4, and now PS5 is definitely a lot of fun.
opportunities for you, the viewer, to have a chance to win a 65-inch TCL TV. Now, look
What?
at these. Okay, we need to talk
Buyback on a
about
drivable train.
how these
Interesting.
potentially might go down.
Just a plain modded controller. All right.
Those challenges, what are we thinking?
All I really care about is the undead ghost skin. Yeah, the zombie ghost skin, right? I think that's already available. If you pre-order, whether it's the base version or the vault version, you can get that ghost skin as part of just the rewards or the add-ons for pre-ordering. I can't do home modded anymore. Go look at it. He made his own weirdly managed Razor. All right, Razor Wolverine. Bro was forced to make a skin since his consoles were shut down. Oh, there is a PlayStation version. Let me see this Razor Wolverine. Razor Wolverine.
We also do ask that you help us out as well. So take a screenshot of a challenge being completed and tweet them to hashtag
Razor Wolverine.
hashtag TCLXCOD sweepstakes.
Well, with that, very, very.
Let me see the backside. Come on.
Our time has come. We're now going to hear a quick word from our sponsors, and then it's back over to Golden Boy and Stephanie at the desk with a very, very special guest, Raven.
Oh, you're not kidding.
It's time.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Damn, that's actually pretty dope.
Partner of Call of Duty Next and Modern Warfare 3. Nvidia GeForce. Level up your Modern Warfare 3 PC.
But yeah, if I get Stitch Drift, I can switch the whole joystick. I have the PlayStation DualSense, and it's a beefy controller. Like, it's definitely heavier than many of the controllers I've ever had. But it feels premium, and it has the same ability where you can just take out the whole joystick module and then put in a new one. It's actually really nice. I've been liking it. I have an aim up controller too, or an aim controller, but these are so loud. How loud that is. KD, appreciate you coming by over here on TikTok. How's it all going? I pre-ordered. How do I play the early access on PlayStation? So if you already pre-ordered and you have the code, hey Danica, sorry, I was trying to do something real quick, but I'm doing good. How about yourself? We are just tuning into CodNext right now. We're about to move over to the Warzone side. If you are interested in anything on that, we kind of wrapped up multiplayer and zombies. But yeah, if you already pre-ordered, you just have to go to, I would say just search Call of Duty redeem beta code. You should have already gotten a beta code if you pre-ordered. Whether if you pre-ordered a physical copy, you should have gotten it on your receipt, or if not, you should have gotten an email if you did do a digital version. And from there, you take that code, put it into the site after you search Call of Duty beta redeem code. And that you just have to enter in your information, your platform, and the code, and you should be all set with that. And I think it should start tomorrow at noon or one of those two, something like that. I wish, but you could do that with a PS4. So I open it and do all the work. Dang, you're going all out. I have debated doing some of the modding for my old DualShock 4 controllers, especially now because I don't use them, just to see if I can make it any better. I mostly play zombies and multi-ranked MW2. Is it worth signing up? We do have MW2 competitors or COD competitors, so we do have an esports team, and they do go play tournaments. So if you are interested in that and want to sweat it out, yeah, definitely, it's worth reaching out. We do have some of the people I've tried to keep up with them. It's a little hard. It's a little hard. But did they show gameplay yet? Yeah, they already. We're right now kind of in the transition period. We already covered over the multiplayer side. I can see if anyone else is still streaming it, because right now we're just doing the in between into Warzone. Oh, they're already in Warzone. Oh, damn. Yeah, so we already went over the multiplayer side. We were just kind of rounding out zombies and moving into Warzone. We were getting all the information on the other screen, but here we can actually see some gameplay on the new map, Urzikstan. I had to 3D print a clear back for it. Yeah, no problem, Will. Hope that helps. Let me know if you have any other issues with that. Yeah, I can definitely help you out with that. 3D print for the extra battery? Oh my god. Hey man, you're resourceful. You're resourceful as hell, man. I'm glad you figured out your solution, save yourself some money and all that. When does the open beta start for PC? The open beta is the 14th through the 16th. From the 12th and the 13th is early access, so you have to pre-order, but 14th, 15th, and 16th, anyone on any platform can jump in without a beta code needed. So yeah, KD, if you're gonna be getting in there, you better let me know. It's been so long since have we actually? I feel like we played once together, and that was it because you decided to go play all your other games. But John Gonzalez, appreciate that follow over here on TikTok. Hope your day is going well. We are tuning into the first game on the new map, Urzikstan. We're kind of looking at right now at Swag's POV, and man, it's looking nice. I'll definitely jam with you. All right. Have you been playing any more of that Party Animals? I feel like there was a lot of hype for it, and it kind of died, but I think they just had a lot of big content creators jump in on the game when it first launched. But I feel like it's going to have the same like Fall Guys kind of aspect where you can only replay it so much. But sounds good, dude. Yeah, I'll be around. I was planning on busting out my old PS4 to start playing tomorrow, but I asked one of my friends that has a PS5 but doesn't game very often. I was like, hey, let me borrow that PS5 for the weekend, and he said he's down. I just had to go pick it up. Which, I mean, that's a fair trade. That's a fair trade. I can't be mad. I was a little nervous about it because my PS4 controllers, I either have... So I'm too used to having back buttons that I have one that doesn't really click. So, like, that clicks. This one doesn't really click. It still kind of works. But I'm assuming it's probably going to give out at some point. So it's either I use that, so I possibly can't slide cancel, or I have just a normal DualShock one. But it has the PlayStation, the Sony back buttons. So I can do both, but this one has stick drift. So teach their own. Is the PlayStation beta an open beta? So the 6th and the 7th, so tomorrow and Saturday is going to be early access, so you will need a beta code. But the 8th through the 10th, that's open beta. So anyone that has a PlayStation can jump in at any point. It's a metal cap in the controller that makes conductivity with the button. That makes conductivity with a button that goes out and don't click. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Yeah, I'm assuming once you get into it, there's only so much they can do to a controller that once you figure out sort of what you need to do, you're making a lot of sense. I just don't know if I have the trust in myself to try to figure it out. But props to you for figuring it out. I have to watch the same YouTube video like 3 or 4 times before I feel confident of trying anything. I'm wondering how much, like, are people just using like floor loot? Were they able to build out loadouts? Do people know what's a good loadout? The text is different. It's definitely interesting. At least the one that's popping up on the screen, like where it says hold to give up. I think it's definitely an interesting font on it. Interesting change because they even have it for like the kills, the amount of people left, teams up, that sort of thing. It's different. Well, no, if you trust yourself, you don't do it. Hey man, we weren't trying to get that deep. Now you're just getting into all the fields, hitting all the right things. I feel like that's something like my dad would say to me, and I'm like, "Oh, dude, you're right. You're right." And you just feel bad for not thinking about it earlier. Ooh, we're gonna get to see a gulag right now? No, I still don't understand how the current version of Warzone 2, we've had the same gulag for like 3 months or 3 seasons. I don't know why haven't we changed anything about that. And it's just gulag's ass too. You're a good replacement, don't worry about it. Very interesting start to a gulag. You say it's hot in here? All right, I've seen enough. It's a better gulag. Okay, so the loot still kind of explodes out of everyone so far, at least from what we can see right now. Shmungus, we're right now we were watching the main broadcast, but they were doing a lot of chatting, so we just pulled up Swag's perspective. I'm planning on moving over back to the main broadcast once we're kind of out of all the promos and stuff like that. Let's see what YouTube isn't even working. Good call though. I was getting too involved into it. Yeah, because even the main broadcast is just going from one person's perspective to another now that we're into the gameplay of it. So I mean, we can keep getting a bunch of people's different angles, and you can hear the commentators in the background. You're watching a streamer. Damn, dude, replacement. You just covering everything. How did you get early access? I thought early access. I mean, this is just CodNext. This is just their broadcast, but starting tomorrow is the first day of early access for PlayStation only to get into the multiplayer side. So you need a beta code to play that. And then from the 8th to the 10th, it opens up for everyone. And then 2 days later, same thing sort of happens with Xbox and PC. But but that doesn't apply to Warzone. As of right now, nothing for Warzone is coming out until the season 1 of MW3, which is rumored to like the first week of December. Rumored date is December 5th, but that's a little ways away. We're just getting a look at the new map and the perspective of a bunch of the creators that are over in CodNext. They say how long the beta will run for. I've never heard them say. So the beta for PlayStation is the 6th through the 10th. That's the first weekend, and then the one for PC, Xbox, and PlayStation, that's going to be the 12th through the 16th. But again, yeah, that's only multiplayer. And then the first 2 days of each one, you need a beta code to jump in early. But then the rest of the days, it's open to anyone without a beta code. Are you PlayStation, Xbox, PC? What platform do you play on? I'd rather watch this, to be honest, than the actual event. Yeah, I mean, we've already seen ziplines. We know what this is. You're on PC? All right, so if you have it pre-ordered, or if you don't have a beta code, you would either get a beta code from PC. Yeah, Grizzy, this is Warzone. We are on Warzone now. I think just because we're kind of going through all the promo stuff, I'll bring it back over to Swag, and this is where it's showing. There's already all the creators are already in it, so I'll pull that up just so we can have more. We understand more of what's going on. But Replacement, appreciate that follow. Where are my alerts? Interesting. I'm hearing it, but I'm not seeing it. But yeah, did they say? So for PC, if you have a beta code, then you'll be able to play on the 12th and the 13th. If you don't, then it would be the 14th, 15th, and 16th is when you'll be able to jump in, and that's when everyone without a beta code can jump in. You get a beta code from either pre-ordering the game. If you watch World Series of Warzone, you might have gotten one, as they did like a giveaway for that. And if not, if you are an Xfinity reward or an Xfinity customer, or know of anyone that is an Xfinity customer, there is a free beta code for Xfinity rewards. So like I got it, I pre-ordered, I got it on PC, but I had a friend that is an Xfinity reward or an Xfinity customer. So I got a beta code specifically for PlayStation so that I could play this upcoming weekend. And then I have my own code to jump onto PC. Yeah, right now. Yeah, we're just going to tune into Swag's perspective for a little bit. I'm gonna mute him because I want to keep an eye on what they're talking about to understand sort of see what part of the live we're in. But I'm assuming this is probably just going to be for a while, just them playing. You know what? We'll leave it so we can just hear Swag. Him and his team's comms versus going back and forth. I like these like RGB lights that they put behind all the streamers. I think it looks really... I'm assuming if they had nicer cameras, it would look nicer. But I see everyone's running this SMG Uzi looking thing. I think it's going to be really good up close, but it looks like the usability. I mean, I guess they're not using full loadout, so I'm assuming it could get a lot better as you kit it out. But I've been seeing it kind of struggle at range a bit. Yeah, the majority of people I keep seeing as they're like jumping from one perspective to another, everyone's rocking the MCW, which looks to be the ACR that's coming back in this game. But look at that, like that's not moving very much. Like when we're talking about no recoil, there might be some kicks side to side and up and down, but the visual side, so the side to side shake while you're aiming down, it's looking pretty minimal. It's looking like a good thing. I don't know if you quickly saw it when he pulled up when he pulled up the TAC map. It looked like they had separate zones again. So like separate zones, like them, like, you know, I think with the MW2 they had it for a while where you could break out into separate zones, or like the gas is closing in and adjust, like you had zone A, zone B, zone C. I don't know. I don't know if that does come back. I'm not too excited about that one. But then again, I don't really play a lot of big map, so I wonder if like season 1 or season 2 will get all new resurgence maps, or if they're gonna keep Vandal kind of going for a while. Real quick poll. Do you prefer Ashika Island or Vandal when it comes to Resurgence map? If you are playing Resurgence, which one would you pick? Ashika or Vandal? Oh my god, I wouldn't. From what we can see, I didn't see a person at all. That was a very dark shaded area. I didn't see that person at all. Let's see. Let's see who. Okay, drill charge is making a return. So battle rage isn't a field upgrade, it's a tactical now. So like instead of a stim shot, instead of smoke, instead of a stun flash, you can use battle rage now. Interesting. I hope. Okay, so it did switch to his pistol. So it looks like pistol is still the main thing you can use in water. It did. When he jumped in the water, he immediately switched to his pistol, or at least it showed it in the bottom right. So I'm wondering if they didn't make any adjustments to water fighting or water combat. If not, do that F-Tac Siege is still going to be a top tiered. Or what if they give us any full auto pistols in MW3, which I'm assuming they will. That'll kind of be a factor there too. Yeah. I'm at max resolution. It's the same game. I'm just gonna wait whenever they add it to Game Pass. Yeah. I feel like they've already started. Have they started adding Call of Duties to Game Pass? I think it should be coming up relatively soon. I'm assuming. But yeah, once that happens, I'm in. If the deal, the deal has still to go through. I feel like every other week you hear it's about to be done. Now someone else came in and is messing with it. Someone else is objecting to it, that sort of thing. It's just a lot. Hunter, DMZ will still be a thing. But based on their communication so far, it seems like it won't have a lot of support. So I don't know, I don't know when there'll be like another update or another like significant update to DMZ. It might just be there for a while. If they do in some point possibly mesh in the new zombies experience into DMZ, I think that'll be pretty cool. But as of right now, nothing has really been confirmed. They haven't talked about it on any of these. They haven't mentioned DMZ at all just yet on CodNext. So I guess we'll have to see. But as of right now, the mode will still exist. It just won't be the main one, if that makes sense. Sorry, real quick. Let me look at one thing. That's in. I put it over here now. Browser file.
Yo, can I get that? Can I get smokes?
Oh shoot. Okay. Oops, sorry. Yeah, thanks for the answer. Yeah, I mean, they have the infrastructure to do both. In all actuality, they can do both. No problem. If you're already making an extraction zombies mode, you can continue it into an extraction objective PvP mode or PvE mode. No, PvP mode. Wrong one. It is right now the one that's going to be coming with the main title is only PvE. Like you could do it. I just don't know what they, you know, if there is a gun tree like in MW2. I think there's still platforms. So like you'll still have like an ACR or MCW platform, that sort of thing. But they're supposed to be making weapon unlocks a lot easier, so you don't have to go like leveling up a shotgun to get a sight to use on this other weapon, and then try to get a stock that's on a sniper that you want to use on an SMG. It's supposed to be a lot more mainstream. They haven't dropped a lot of information about it, but I'm hoping that it's going to be easier and easier for that. Because yeah, if you're not someone that's trying to grind out all the attachments or all the weapons, you're not going to be able to get all the attachments like you were in MW2, like how they forced you in MW2 basically. So I think everyone wanted to rock like a blue dot, a red dot sight that had a blue dot, but you had to like level up a shotgun to like level 12 in order to get it, which it'd be pretty easy to level up a shotgun, but it still is overall. Still is just a pain. 2.1 again, registered female. It can't even be MW 2.5. Just a little bit better. I mean, does it help that now we're in Warzone? Is this Warzone 2.5, 2.12? I did see a medic vest right there, so it looks. I'm just excited to be able to have a game that we're not starting from square one again, like we did with Warzone. Like we did with Warzone 2 when it started, because all the major updates we were getting throughout the year was just all old things coming back. Shadowban's still a thing for being good. They haven't, as of right now, they haven't really said anything in regards to Shadowbans.
Zone shares the same foundation, that foundational gameplay with Modern Warfare 3.
I hope that they address that issue, but at this point, they haven't really talked about it at all. One sec.
Tuned a little bit more specifically for PR. Do you want to talk to us a little bit about, you know, how some of those perks might work a little bit differently in Warzone specifically versus MP?
Yeah. So on the Warzone side, we felt that this time around was an opportunity to have some unique perks only for Warzone. Because again, it's a big.
Okay, sorry, I'm back.
Player styles, different
Sorry,
motivations. So
doggo issues. Oh, play.
my personal favorite is Combat Scout.
Okay.
Now I'm adding that because I like it.
Okay.
Wait, did they say Combat Scout's back?
Not going to go on the internet for several hours after this.
That's the beauty of perks. Like the perk there should be variety. There should not be an optimized path.
Did I miss that? Did they say Combat Scout is back?
No, you're going to be surprised when people have equipped. I expect some of this group will probably equip Shame. There should be
several hours. I also.
Now I'm adding that because I like it. Favorite is Combat Scout. Different motivation. So
different experience too.
My personal favorite is Combat Scout.
Okay, so they were just talking about favorite perks, not. Yeah, I thought they were saying that Combat Scout's making a return. Like, is that going to be a perk that's core to MW3, or just a Warzone only perk, like how it was in the first one? Oh.
And it's almost like giving the character, giving the players, like as it's been said.
Damn. Pistol SMG. So that's the weapon class. I mean, that's how the ammo worked for pistols and SMG. That makes sense. That one kind of looked like CX9. It actually looked really nice. This looks like a beefy gun.
Will we see the long rumored
Oh, you saw that slide cancel? That looked pretty clean.
by the end? No one's going to believe us that it is actually an ascendant.
Got a
Look at the
Molotov out.
players are
But
too
she's
good.
picking up that cash, so this is the cash gulag. But we're waiting to
Here we
see
go.
that.
Okay, so
The ropes come down. Grab
Cash Gulag is back. So, so instead of a flag, you just take the rope and fly out? Like you zip out?
It was a honey pot. It was like, oh, honey. I'm going to go for honey.
That's weird.
She's got that cash, right? So she's
I'm just wondering how long it's going to take the whole like... I feel like that's going to make you a real big target when you're going up.
Oh, someone just actually did a buyback, so she's got to be careful. Yeah, here you go. There's the fight going.
Here we see maybe somebody.
Yep, you can see the unsuppressed red dots on the mini-map as well. Oh, the other teammate's down. Oh, she's pushing.
I was like, people... I think it was Metaphor that was saying that there was no like inspiration from Al Mazrah.
They're both
Like these all look like little Al Mazrah huts or like compounds.
Big dive to get out of there.
She make a run to that buy section. Yeah, she's
Nikari
good.
doing
She's
the hard carry here. Butters is back. She's just redeployed.
Very well played.
Ooh, we do love Noisy Butter. She
Been loving that we have
huge fan of her content.
diving and sliding.
If you haven't given her
Some really funny things.
a view, she usually does a lot of content around the camel grind.
There's just ground loot. And in fact, maybe
But
quickly talk about ground loot.
Yeah.
With Bullback,
she's definitely very entertaining to watch. If you have not given her a look over on YouTube,
right there, like she picked up the blue AR. It's one of those
I
things.
feel like Nikari every once in a while comes up on my
the looting
FYP on TikTok.
you need to be able to quickly see like what's that weapon.
But I feel like I've never really followed her in that regard.
You know, it's got
Oof.
that pink slash magenta
Damn.
that card.
You have an angle from that?
I think they end up losing.
Yeah, so this is where
But
So Ted, what are some of the
Black
things that you're
Mamba.
doing to kind of stay the same here? Like
What's going on over here?
Redeployable buy stations, are they coming back?
Yes, they'll be there day one. You
Uh,
really see this as a continuation of the current Warzone, and then just leveled up, polished, all new movement, etc. on top.
got it.
So something
Black
that a lot
Mamba.
of people in this
Black Mamba,
sector
appreciate that follow. I don't know why
work
why didn't my
super
alert go
hard
off?
on, in current
I'm sorry.
Warzone, and we think is awesome is the good old Champions Quest.
Oh, the Champions
We've
Quest.
had some amazing
What the heck? My
moments,
alerts aren't working.
in the last year since we introduced it.
Hey, I am so sorry that didn't go off.
A lot of people
Appreciate the follow over here over on Twitch. Hope your day's going well.
maybe breadcrumb us a
We are right now just in the middle of the Warzone gameplay side of CodNext. So we're just tuning in to see sort of what's all going on with the new map. This is the first look that we're getting into the new map, Urzikstan. But this will also be pretty far away until this will come out to the public. It's not going to come out until season 1 of MW3, which is rumored to be at the beginning of December, somewhere around, I think December 5th is the rough rumored date right now. But nothing has been confirmed from Call of Duty, so we're not 100% sure on that ourselves. But I appreciate that follow over on Twitch, man.
They'll drop the contract. They'll drop the
Hope your week, hope your day is going well.
get through to the finish.
My goodness, I cannot wait.
Now you got me concerned at why my alerts weren't going off.
To get on something like Champions Quest, you know, they're not.
I have started to use bot rigs, and I think that's the issue.
First time CQ win.
Or potentially lose it, you know?
Yeah,
depending.
yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put that negativity out there. I'm so sorry. Well, let's check in on our TCL Power Hour and see how many challenges have been completed thus far for the days. And remember, for each one completed, you have a chance to win a 65-inch TCL TV.
Yeah, I'll have to look into that. Thank you for, I guess, pointing that out. I don't know why that alert's not coming up.
Once again, that's TCL.
Let me see. Something with Tickfinity is off too. So my alerts over on
Winner will be randomly selected from all
TikTok are also being weird.
total of up to 9
Like is on screen.
winners. And thus far, we have 3
Mm.
of our items picked up here. So it looks like we still. I didn't see which one it was though. Was it the train? Did we get the train?
Yeah, that's being weird too.
I hope we get it.
Can we see the card again?
Yeah, yeah. Actually, can we bring it up one more time? I just want to see what we have.
Here we go.
Oh, it's because I moved the.
Drivable train.
So I had an alert set up that was pulling from a specific section,
Run someone over with the drivable train.
from a specific area, and because I moved that file, that's why it's not coming up anymore.
Highlights, so I'll be busy later.
Follow alert right there.
It would actually be kind of cool. But there you see it there. But for now, though, we're actually going to head on over to Miles, Lottie, and Nameless.
It's still not working.
For their thoughts on Warzone. What you got for us, guys? What you think?
Might have to give up on Xfinity. We might have to set up the alerts through. I'm gonna see if I can quickly do it right now. And I don't like that. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can. I'm really. We're just gonna save that for later. Does anyone know yet when is the open beta? User, which platform are you gonna be playing on? Are you PC, Xbox, PC, Xbox, PlayStation? And I'm assuming you're talking about the open beta with Modern Warfare 3, right? So the open beta will be the 14th and the 16th. The whole beta duration for Xbox PC, and PlayStation is for the second weekend is the 12th through the 16th, but the 12th and the 13th, the first 2 days are early access, so you need a beta code in order to participate then. So if you're going in no beta code on Xbox, it'll be the 14th through the 16th, so just a little over a week away. I think it's like the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I think that's what it is. Yeah, so the 12th and the 13th, so Saturday, Sunday, Monday is when it'll be Xbox open beta, no beta code needed. But hey, appreciate that follow. Hope your day is going well. We are right now just into the Warzone mix. So there are a lot of creators that are currently playing it. We're right now taking a little break to see if there's any more updates coming from any of the commentators, or if they're just kind of killing time. And if so, we'll move over to try to get some gameplay going on in the background. I might just have someone's game going on, and then we can just kind of listen into what they're all doing. So we'll just keep that going. We'll pull up swag. There. So at least we have some gameplay going. Right now, I don't know if it's specific to this or just because of the adjustments that they've also made in the current iteration of Warzone on Al Mazrah. It is saying the lobby is only 99. So like the size of like 102 is I think what it currently is in Al Mazrah and now in ranked, unfortunately. So wonder if that'll stick as we keep going on, or if with MW3 they adjust it back. Very interested in what the player count could be. Because also this is a much smaller population or amount of people, since they're currently just having this as a closed. I think it says alpha in the bottom right corner. So MCW 6.8. So, okay, so we kind of have a little bit of a confirmation on the weapon platforms, because the MCW, which looks like, I'm assuming is the ACR, isn't the AR version, but that was the MCW 6.8, and that was listed as a sniper. So it looks like the weapon platforms are going to be coming back. Hopefully that means that it's going to be a little bit easier with getting all the attachments on the same platform. And it's not stupid with having to get like level up a shotgun to get an attachment for an SMG, and then level up a pistol to get a scope for a sniper. That kind of stupid thing. What are my opinions so far on MW3? I'm excited. MW2 was a lull. I think, that's overall. MW2 was a lull. I'm excited. I think visually it wasn't a bad Call of Duty, but the actual feel, the gameplay, and the gunfights, I thought was kind of meh. They definitely slowed down the gameplay to cater to a different. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. They definitely slowed down the gameplay to cater to a different population or a subset for the Call of Duty community, and I think with that, it kind of hurt it a bit, especially for people that want that fast, want that grind, want that aggressive play style. I think it slowed it down, so I'm excited that we get a big boost in that, more health, so whoever has the first shot doesn't immediately guarantee that you win a gunfight like it does in MW2. So yeah, you get a little bit of outplay ability added into the mix, and I'm excited for that. I'm also a camo grinder, so I try to go for the mastery camo. So because I got Orion a couple months ago, I'm excited to get into something new, and hopefully there is a multiplayer and a zombies one, so that I have something to grind on both sides. Because yeah, MW2 made it a lot easier to go for all the camo challenges, or at least get gold max out a weapon and get all the camos off that weapon pretty quick. So hopefully, I'm assuming they're probably going to keep a very similar style to that, so it'll be easier for some of the people that don't get as aggressive into the camo progression in that side of the game. But with zombies, it gives you something else to do. Because I mean, I finished the Orion. I didn't finish it like a month or two in, like everyone else was. Like all the main content creators, all the main streamers were doing. I mean, I got it like 7 months into the game, but that was more just casually doing it versus really trying and progressing. So if they make a zombies one, that'd be cool, just to give me something else to do. But again, I'm excited for it. I do think zombies will be a fun addition into the game, especially if you want a casual, more laid back play style. Play sesh. That's what I'm looking for. That way it is a lot more chill. You can sit back, you could just relax for a bit while still progressing and playing COD. I feel like when it's just multiplayer and Warzone, you don't really get a chance to sit back and relax while you're gaming on this game, because everyone's trying their absolute heart outs. So give me a mode that I can do it that isn't Spec Ops, because I'm not going to go grind out Spec Ops to play more chill. I might have to do a little bit of that, because I still want to do the raids within MW2. Because there were some nice camos there that I kind of want, but we'll see how that all ends up playing out.
You're talking about evasion as well, and for me, going back to small things like the gas mask, you can now put the gas mask on it with tear gas. I mean, there's ways to make sure that you can survive the survival.
That's actually pretty cool. I don't know if you caught that, but now you can. If you remember towards the end of Warzone, we had that new feature, that new setting that lets you toggle on and off the gas mask. I forgot that happened when I went back to Warzone 1 before it shut down. But they were just saying you have the opportunity, if someone hits you with a tear gas, you can throw on a gas mask so that you can still fight through it and then take it off, I guess I'm assuming right after. So I'm wondering if they're going to just make tear gas a type of gas that is, if you have a gas mask, that'll pull on, or if you'll actually have, or if you actually have like a toggle accessibility setting that we had for a while in OG Warzone. We haven't seen it come back in Modern Warfare 2, at least not that I know of. But again, it is very interesting, the new font that they added. Definitely makes it look a little different. Oh, the main broadcast is on swag. No way. Yeah, I clicked on the right one. We're good.
Talking about how auto aim feels like it's been slightly reduced in this game. It's a little harder at certain ranges to land very, very accurate shots. That's really nice, man. I mean, that changes the way the game plays.
I mean, yeah, you have these open courtyards in all these buildings, so it's going to be, I feel like it's going to give advantage to being able to pick one person off of, say like there's a team hiding in one building, to be able to pick one person off, get out, get around, move to another building, maneuver in and out. I think it's going to make it a little bit easier to go ahead and fight bigger teams if you have the ability and the mobility to get in and out of it. Since we do have some actual mobility coming back into the game. I mean, drop shot still really effective right there. Wow. And this gulag is so much better than what we've had in Warzone 2 for so long. And now I'm curious, how long has this gulag been? When did this gulag get dropped? I feel like it's like season 2 or 3. Like, say gulag.
think Blake going up against Swag.
Release date. Let's see. Let's see how long we've actually had this one gulag.
Come on, Blake.
I think I got Blake.
Come on, Blake.
He's gonna send out.
If it was a sniper, I'd pick Blake.
So we've had the same gulag since season 3. We are now in season 6. So season 3, 4, 5, and now we're into 6. So we're at 3+ right now.
I had the pleasure of downing an opponent in Warzone. I took a sniper rifle to the head. I couldn't thirst them quickly enough.
I like that. Little Caesars is still the main sponsor of COD, so they have to put in that hashtag for them.
Because we saw that was the absolute way to play Warzone.
Really was the
Kaiza R? Kaiser? I don't think I know who this is. But yeah, look, just the wandering around. Reinforcement flares are still in here. Yeah, so we should still have everything. Wait.
He's out. Oh, ciao. Peace. He's gone. That was incredible. Solo YOLO champion. That man knows pressure is nothing.
Dude, that's funny. Dude, you could do that?
My boy was out there. All sorts of fun.
Talon, yeah, slide cancel is back. I don't know if you saw it right before this. We definitely just saw a creator just kind of slide canceling around. Yeah, let me see if I can go back a bit. Right after swag. So right here, you'll be able to see this guy slide canceling around a bit. So quick in and out, slide. But yeah, it's looking smooth, but again, it doesn't reset your attack sprint. So if you run out of that attack sprint while you're doing this, it's GG's. All right, real quick, I just want to see this exit again.
Different areas of the map. You know, they talked about, I think it was Old and Newtown. I think is what it was called. They look absolutely fantastic. Go dog.
He's out. Oh, ciao. Peace. He's gone. That was incredible. That is a solo YOLO champion. That man knows pressure is nothing.
Yeah, so I guess from that we learned that there can be a night version, a night vision version of the gulag at some time. So you might have to have. I'm assuming you probably spawn in with the goggles, and then instead of a center flag that you need to cap in order to get out, you have there you grapple. No, it's not grapple out. Is it? You ascend out. That makes more sense. Sorry, I didn't know where my mouse was on my screens.
Improve speed, strafe speed, how quiet you are, you name it. Dress for the occasion, COD fans. It's time to dress up and have a good time.
Damn.
It looks absolutely gorgeous.
Ad break. Damn, that ad break's insane.
The way that it looks, and it's all kind of part of a bigger picture, looking a little bit like Al Mazrah at times. We also have the dance as well coming through, but I think the colors are just in perfect balance, so I think it also looks stunning.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of folks are like, oh, we want to go back to the dance,
Yeah. See, look, right now, Lupo is just chilling with a gas mask on.
Are we back? Yeah, we're back. We're totally back.
You're a lawhead as well, aren't you?
I really am.
So yeah, so that makes it seem like there will be a setting where you can toggle on and off your gas mask. You have Lupo, unless it's bugged and it's stuck on him. Then yeah. So either the old setting from Warzone 1, far. What do you mean by far, Talon? Like, are you saying is the slide cancel like a far distance? Does it cover a lot of distance? It doesn't look like it. It looks pretty. Looks pretty standard to what we've seen before. But yeah, with one, we're seeing a zip that's horizontal, which I don't think we've had yet. But yeah, from looking at Lupo's screen, he has a gas mask on. So either the setting from OG Warzone where you're able to toggle on and off your gas mask is a thing, or it's a setting that's coming back, or there's a bug and it's stuck on his face. Who knows?
Very nice indeed. Well, that's a nice taste of Warzone. I mean, it's been very cool, very, very exciting. But that's going to be it for the fireside chat for now. It's back over to the desk, the Golden Boy, Stephanie.
Okay, so how much more Warzone are we gonna get before we move over to Warzone Mobile? That's what will be coming up too.
Here, you know, the greatest minds in Call of Duty esports talking about a brand new Call of Duty game. What a time to be alive, of course, here. But yeah.
All right, we're gonna keep this playing, keep the audio on. We'll go back to swag so we can keep looking at a little bit more into the gameplay of it. At the end in OG Warzone, there was a setting that you had to like pull up your inventory, or you had to turn on the setting. But if you pulled up your inventory, you could press square to toggle on and off your gas mask. It definitely helped when you were fighting around the gas. So if you could keep it off the entire time, beautiful. Or if I knew I was getting put into that scenario, I would just have my gas mask on as I was playing, because it doesn't obscure your vision a lot. But that way I can jump in and out of the gas without being worried that it's going to stop me from shooting. But yeah, there was I think it was an accessibility setting. Setting to toggle gas mask in Warzone. See if I can find what it was actually called.
You know, one of the things that the chat was talking about, you know, was about quality of life features. We've been really harping on that because it is important in a lot of the hard.
Yeah, there was literally a setting that was like gas mask to toggle option. That way you can turn it in and out. But no, regardless, if you were in the gas at all, then it would start ticking down. So even if you weren't utilizing it at all, you were still able, or it was still coming up. You were still losing ticks on it.
We should make space to have 5 dedicated ammo slots, so you can carry. I think, like, you know, historical Warzone, it was always nice to be the mule. Yeah. And like you carry ammo, and your buddy goes, "Hey, you got any sniper ammo?" And you're like, "Oh, sure, I've got some," and you can drop it for them. And like, we just wanted to bring that back. And
you put me out of a job there, man.
Upload new image. Let me see if I can just do this real quick. For some reason, my my alerts within TikTok are not showing. So I'm gonna see. I currently was using Tickfinity as like a third party, but that's kind of where it's being a little weird. So let's see if I can just quickly create a new one right now. Let's see. I added the appearance. That's different now. Upload image.
We obviously added the squad cache widget in the live game, which I think has been really useful. I'm bad at math.
Sorry, this is just something I'm trying to do very quickly.
That's a big one for me. I love that.
When people get hands on this year of Warzone, I hope that they just love like
okay. I think I got it. Then I just have to get the right type of sound.
Speaking of things coming in season 1, the new package.
Hey, did it just get added? How do I do it?
But we also have a lot to offer, all different types of players.
Okay, it has to be less than 3 seconds. Okay. I'll mess around with this in a bit after we're off. Okay, so the alert can be activated for 3 seconds. Change the text. I don't want any text because my alert already has it. Okay, we're just gonna leave it off. We'll adjust with that, but there are supposed to be alerts for likes, follows, shares, all that stuff on TikTok. But for some reason, Tickfinity is being weird, and it's not accepting it. That's just screen 1. I get Tickfinity. What's supposed to be on screen 1 right now? The like note is supposed to be on screen 1. Yeah. I don't know. Tickfinity is being weird. I've updated what I already have there. Oh, well. Yeah, we'll have to get into it a little bit later.
Warzone ranked.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, what's up with ranked in Warzone?
So all year long.
Warzone ranked?
I think the since we launched in Season 3 Reloaded, the feedback has just been incredible. It's been such a great experience to see people jump in.
Of course.
And we know that going into this new year of Warzone, we just want time to kind of digest that initial feedback and that initial...
Let the map live.
Let it breathe. Let everything breathe,
all the
right?
systems, all the things.
Exactly. So we're excited to say that in early 2024, again, working with Treyarch, we're going to bring a brand new ranked experience into Warzone.
Nice.
But apart from that, lips are sealed.
I was going to try. I was going to try and pull a Stephanie and see what else I could get out.
Maybe at the
I really like to dig
maybe
in
after
there
that.
for that second.
So a new Warzone experience, does that mean this game will not have, will Warzone rate go away, or will they stay with the same system that we currently have? Or will there just not be ranked for a while while the new mode launches?
You know, and you're a competitive guy. You just like to get sweaty and play some ranked games.
Like my buddies and I, who I play with back home in the UK, like when we play, it's like just that constant. Let's get to gold. Let's get to plat. Let's get to diamond.
Yeah,
and like, just push it.
I'm
and it's for everyone.
iridescent, so I don't have to deal with
I'm
that.
actually 250.
Okay, yeah, we got a couple braggers over here. All right. Me, I'm dying on the train.
Bottom 250.
Packing all my ammo mule.
Yeah, I think we're going to spend some time after this and watch the main broadcast again to get some clips for socials.
That is excellent, and I think that
I think
for
so.
a lot of people who really cherish that hyper-competitive experience, you know, that's around the corner. Yeah. Excellent stuff. Excellent.
As long as there's no cheese, no cheats. None of that over there.
I referenced your vibes on the broadcast.
But again, I feel like with them not having a center flag, I think that's interesting. Just not having an overall. So instead of within the gulag, instead of having that overtime where you have to capture the flag, now a rope comes down and you have to rappel up from it. I'm just trying to think of how viable that is just from the, I'm thinking the time of you pulling out the rappel and to start going up, like someone could, your opponent's going to be pushing that flag too. So then they just start shooting as you're flying up. Are you safe once you touch it? It's like that looks exactly like Al Mazrah. That looks exactly like it. So I don't know why Metaphor was saying that he wasn't seeing much Al Mazrah support. I was like, that's literally Al Mazrah right there. As it just goes a highway that just goes straight through the middle of the town, through the main city. It's exactly what it is. A 20 mag. See, that's making me think more and more like it's a pistol. A Holger. I can already imagine the amount of people that are going through and like every weapon that comes up, they're just making a note, be like, this one's confirmed. This one's confirmed now this one's confirmed. So perk packages are coming back. So the little suitcase that has the 4 perks, I want to see someone hover over it to see if it's going to...
will return in early 2024, but that's not it, Ted. I see something else hiding here.
So the best part of this, by the way, is no one here knows. Okay. So our...
Hold up.
One more thing. If that wasn't enough, we have Rebirth Island.
Wow.
Are we talking about Warzone Mobile right now?
That's not bad about 2024.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, this is amazing. Yeah. You know, to have this opportunity and for me to speak on behalf of Raven and the whole Warzone team. And I've said it already, you know, our goal is to make 2024 the best year of Warzone. So when we sat down and thought about it, it's like, how do we deliver that to our players? So
We're delivering it to them in an encrypted message.
Yes. So
it's
next
true.
year we'll be adding Fortune's Keep to the Resurgence map rotation. It's back.
Dude, that's insane.
Fortune's Keep will return in early
Wayne Sandoval, appreciate that follow over on Twitch. I don't know why my alerts aren't working, but we just got some insane information right now. Fortune's Keep and Rebirth Island are returning.
If that wasn't enough, we have Rebirth Island. Wow. To satisfy a dedicated community.
Island back in Call of Duty in the Resurgence rotation coming later after Fortune's Keep later in the year
early
in 2024.
Early next year we'll have Fortune's Keep. Just following we'll have Rebirth Island, and I'd love to just give such a big
dude, that is
at Home Studios and Beanox, because without them, those maps would not be possible. So big kudos to those guys.
I am hype. I think the community's hype. We know they have been itching to have their hands on Rebirth Island. And speaking of Rebirth Island, I think we're going to hear some exciting stuff coming up next.
Yeah, I'm over the moon.
Sorry, I'm quickly just like trying to put together a post for this because that's insane news to hear back.
No, we still have one more thing to do. A few more things to do, but oh wow. Well, firstly, I want to thank you for that. But first, before we do anything else, let's actually do one last check-in on the TCL Power Hour. See how many challenges were completed. Okay, so a little.
Dude, that's crazy.
Okay.
The buyback on the
train. There is, of course, the buy station on the train, almost like that movable POI.
I'm shocked we didn't get a breacher drone elimination.
Hold up, let me just tell people what's all going on here.
You know what? It's all new gameplay. This is the first time that
they're all discovering it for the first time.
They're learning it for this first time, and so are the folks at home, and so more to come.
Yeah, that's right. Well, of course, we want to thank y'all.
Dude, that's crazy. Blue, did you hear that?
For each challenge during the TCL Power
Hour,
winner will be randomly selected. So what I counted 4. I think it was 4 spots.
Yeah.
So there you go. Look at that there, and that's going to be all eligible entries for a total of up to 9 winners. Now, of course, to enter, make sure you tweet using the hashtags CodNext.
But did you? Yeah, but I don't know. Sorry, I don't know what your name is or how to address it. Rebirth and Fortune's Keep are making a return next year. Dude, that's crazy.
TCL TV. But that, of course, was an amazing first look at Urzikstan.
What the hell?
Expect from Warzone in the future. Ted, before you go, I just want to thank you so much.
Jeez, like I literally just want to keep telling as many people as I can right now because that's crazy.
What you guys do, it bleeds through in everything and the way you talk about it. So thank you for sharing that love with us.
If I can say thank you to everyone at Raven Software, every studio that's been contributing this year. We're one big family, and just this is the greatest privilege of my career to be here today with you. So grateful for you as well.
Thank you, Ted. It's awesome.
Yeah, well,
Can't wait to dive in.
We are definitely grateful to have you and all the devs here to talk about this amazing game. It's been such a fun time. But for now, though, let's actually head down to Maven, who's going to put a couple streamers on the spot.
Dude, that's wild to hear.
Thank you so much, Alex. I have Sally
Rebirth Island's making a return yet again.
What are you loving so far on the map?
The movement is great. Sniping looked amazing. I didn't love that I lost.
Sorry, I need to decompress a little bit.
What happened to the gulag, Sally? Take me through it.
But yeah, Focon Capri Sun. I'm assuming that's what it is. That was. I heard them say it, and I had to rewind to make sure I heard everything from the beginning to understand exactly what they're saying.
You're gonna be carrying myself and Merc on the map.
Yeah, I'm definitely down to carry you and Joe.
I can't adjust the live info. Cool. Oh my god.
Did you, outside the gulag, loss a little bit of time with the sniper, a little time with the AR? Like, what were you feeling the best of there? What Sally is a dog like? Repertoire.
So I picked up a sniper, dropped it, regretted it because when I died, I saw Reed Boy just popping heads all over the map. So that's what I'm going to get back on and try. But yeah, really looking to get and grind this game out. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I haven't like sniped as I used to. Like in the past,
Relax. But that was a lot of information to take in right now.
But the chair, look at this thing.
The chair is pretty funny.
You were a little bit worried if you were going to actually be able to sit there.
Dude, that's funny. Hunger destroyed. Hey guys, I'm in. I'm ready for the next COD. I'm over this current one. Just get me in. But Blue, how you doing, man? What you doing? What are you doing right now? You live? No, today's Thursday. It's your day off, right?
I love you.
Thank you. I love you too.
Oh, that was beautiful. Let's get it over to Shift. I believe he's down with Tommy.
Yeah, Maven, I'm not going to lie. You may want Sally to carry you, but there is no better person in the history of Warzone to carry your trio. And this guy right
yeah, just chilling. Dope. Dude, but like, how are you not more hyped for that? I know you're not the biggest.
The game, everything's just so much better, and everything that everyone wanted, I feel.
So, again, you were day one, Warzone OG. You played every map, including all the small things. We heard the teases on Fortune's Keep, Rebirth Island. If you were to tell the people at home, though, like, what does this map most feel like compared to other maps?
Sorry, Blue. Someone just messaged me. Give me 1 second. God, I just typed your name for no reason, just because I was saying it out loud. But Did you hear that announcement?
The sides of the map, there's not many dead areas, I'd say. It looks like from what I've played so far. Obviously, it's a little early to say too much on it, but
Wait.
I'd say it's a little bit of a throwback.
No.
Fair enough. Final points. What are like your biggest overall takeaways, especially from the competitive side? I know there's people wanting to say, "Let me get into rank." Let me get back up to those statuses again.
Let it reset.
Where are you feeling the biggest differences, either mechanically or maybe just aesthetically? On the
Did you see that? Rebirth and Fortune's Keep are coming back.
A lot of the competitive players, pro players, they're gonna love it.
Damn, dude, that was smooth. I like that one. That was a good take. That was a good take.
Movement on the map, but just off the base, it's so much smoother, nicer. You get around the map much quicker, so it's real good.
Fair enough. Tommy, thanks so much for stopping by and join the rest of the stream. And hey, with that, we're going to go back to Miles and Lottie to give us their thoughts on, of course, what they saw with Warzone. But before we come back, we also have the Warzone mobile team. But of course, first,
There you go. We got it.
Quick word from our sponsor.
Dude, now I just want to get to the end of this because I just want to make so much content around everything going on here. Follow. I feel like you're tricking me into something. I truly do. Como, I think you're tricking me into something. Who is this?
To see the limited edition watch collab. Backbone. Level up your play with Backbone and Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. And Lovesack. Lovesack's stealth tech is a proud partner of Call of Duty Next, bringing unparalleled
But yeah, do that.
surround sound to your at-home gaming experience.
That was a lot that was going on right there.
Welcome back to Call of Duty Next. We have just witnessed a full hour of all good, brand new Warzone action there on Urzikstan and much, much more. I don't know where to begin. We haven't got too much time to get through this one, guys. So, Lottie, you take it away from me. I'm going to put my microphone down.
I certainly will. Do you know what? I'm just thrilled, to be honest. I'm sure Ted was on the desk watching some of those interviews with anticipation.
Yeah, not a resurgence side, but I guess because I feel they only reused maps. I mean, you're not wrong. That's fair, but I feel like this just came out of nowhere that no one was expecting something like that to happen. And everyone was still so confused. Fortune's Keep was out for months and then it dipped. Like it was just gone. So everyone was like, what the hell is happening? I'm pretty sure Reverse was coming back for Warzone Mobile, but I didn't think both were coming.
Really appreciate Ted going up there and that is for PlayStation players next week for Xbox and PC players. You've seen a ton
Ooh.
of great multiplayer content today.
I don't think we've gotten there yet.
Over the next week, we've got tons of maps, all sorts of goodies. Get involved. It's going to be an absolute blast. Don't forget to check out the Call of Duty blog for more details.
Tons of details to make sure you're listening up to, including the fact that you guys can purchase and pick up Modern Warfare 3 at GameStop and participating international retailers on November 10th to get a GameStop exclusive collectible steelbook while supplies last. See GameStop and participating international retail
PC and Warzone.
Well, we also wanted to mention once again the awesome partnerships between Call of Duty and the Hundreds. If you haven't already seen this, very, very cool collaboration here. Hundreds, they've taken, I mean, look, some of the coolest icons throughout Call of Duty. Ghost is in there now. This is a limited edition collab between Hundreds, and you have a chance to win one of these. There are 50.
That was weird. It wasn't letting me do anything.
Call of Duty on
Bundles in the integration.
Hashtag CodNext and hashtag Sweet.
Damn, man. I just want all this information to wrap up so that I can like properly get my head around everything that's come, all the information that's coming in, just so I know everything I want to make content on. Because everyone is just going to be sprinting to try to get this information out, and I am going to be one of them.
Because I want to get my hands on that as well. But I've got to say, the day of Call of Duty action, it does not stop here with Call of Duty Next. Immediately following Next will be
Yeah, so if you haven't yet, be sure to go over to Twitch or YouTube and watch the current. Go to Twitch or YouTube and watch the current CodNext event through Call of Duty's site, and you can get free rewards from that. Following this is that Call of Duty Endowment Bowl that they just mentioned, that you can also get some free double XP tokens, that free double Battle Pass XP tokens that will go into Warzone and MW2, but all your double XP tokens, all of that will transition over to MW3, so might as well get some free stuff. If you're just going to already be around your computer or around a device, you can just have it up, get some free rewards, and then just be prepared for what's going to be happening with MW3 because you know everyone's gonna be trying to grind that out, level everything up, and I will be one of them. But yeah, Blue, have you been watching any of the CodNext at all? Is there anything that you're interested in, or are you kind of Call of Duty out right now? So you're more into the Tarkov. I was watching you for a little. I was watching you yesterday, and I was really hoping that I wanted a better scare out of my other one, out of my alert.
But let's revert back to where we actually started in the first place. 4 years ago, Call of Duty Mobile
Warzone Mobile.
gave us the first taste of what the Call of Duty experience
I thought they were talking about Verdansk coming back.
on a mobile device. To celebrate this anniversary, here is a look back at some highlights from the past 4 years.
Yeah, I totally thought it was gonna be a Warzone Mobile kind of take. Hey, jump into the discussion. Where? All right, Beef. Let me. All right, fine. Yeah, just give me a second. I want to get through this Warzone Mobile stuff, and then I'll jump into it. I'm into COD still. Wish my game didn't crash. Is your game having issues? Someone else came into my chat and was talking about how they can't even open the game. It just crashes on them immediately. Like that's insane. They can't even access the game. I don't know if it's component wise or what that is, but yeah, that's wild. Yeah, Beef, I'll be there in a bit. Let me just get through this information about Warzone Mobile, and I'll wrap up the live and jump in. I don't want to be like in and out of a conversation with you. Yeah, that'd be kind of rude. So yeah, let me just wrap this up real quick. Give me. I guess I don't even know how long this will be.
It's unbelievable, and we have really our fans around the world to thank for that.
I think it's supposed to wrap up at 2. No. I thought I was supposed to. It's supposed to go from 10 to 2.
We're really excited about all the new content coming. We have
11 to 2.
Seasons. We have all new original content, and really it's going to be exciting to see how players engage with that, and we really cement Call of Duty Mobile as always being an important part of the franchise and really cementing it into the future.
But yeah, I mean, Buff. I mean, there's a lot of information that goes around. I'd be down to try to get something like compiled together to try to have some KIG members react to it. I mean, I'm planning on just spending the rest of the day just planning out everything I want to make content on, trying to get it all out there. But damn, dude, I'm excited. I'm all giddy.
Get their hands on some of the things we talked about last year, but now proving it out. We're talking about shared progression.
We were hoping that Warzone Mobile was going to drop this year, but I'm already seeing things on Twitter that it's going to be coming out in spring 2024. Anything about Yo, Petty, appreciate that, Rose. As of right now, unfortunately, nothing in regards to the anti-cheat. I know someone else is asking if the spam reporting and shadow banning was still an issue. And I mean, if they don't say anything, it doesn't mean they're not working on it, but nothing has been set in stone on what they're actually adjusting or what they're changing. So as of right now, they haven't mentioned anything on the anti-cheat, unfortunately. Yeah, because I don't play much ranked. But I have run into the occasional cheater, mostly in rank, whether it's multiplayer or Warzone. So I mean, they're getting in, but yeah, I think it's just taking a little too long for them to come out. Ain't a surprise they took ranked Warzone out. Was that it? Is that why they got rid of it? It was because of all the cheating that was happening? I mean, that makes sense from everyone talking about it. That's crazy. Can't have to lose. Oh yeah, I did hear about that.
This is to make sure that you don't miss a single frame of the action.
Yeah, I mean, I think I saw there was a couple of people tweeting out about that they took down Warzone ranks, so all the people that are currently in CodNext, they can't lose those top 250 spots. Has ranked been going on pretty? I know ranked was they changed it so there's only 100 players or 102 players now. Is it still flowing pretty well? That just seeing that update made me worry that it was going to be super slow. Just like the gameplay itself was going to be super slow. I haven't touched it yet this season. Last I saw was I was ranked 1. I was bronze 1 0 SR, and I haven't called back to it since. But yeah, I hopefully Microsoft can make some actual adjustments. Because yeah, the whole shadow banning from mass reporting actual cheaters and all that, like, that's crazy. Yeah, it's nicer in my opinion. Placement points for 30 and up, and then 30 and up top 3. Yeah, because before it's like 30, 20, 10. What was it before? Did you get something for 40? Or 35, 40? I thought you started getting points at 30. I mean, I literally climbed from bronze to plat, and then I stopped just so I was like, oh, I'll go back to gold and I can go back. Okay, so it was 40, 30. Okay, so then they basically just added 40. So instead of 40, it's in the 15 slot. Okay, I mean, yeah, that still makes sense. I guess 40 out of what, like 50? 50 squads? Yeah, so you only had to outlast 10 people? Or 10 squads? Yeah, that was kind of dumb. Bro, I'm bronze on MP rank in my lobbies. Like, the change from playing pubs into ranked is insane. Like, I was like, dude, I'm when I first started the clan, I was like, dude, I'm bronze. I know I'm a decent player. I go into it. Oh my god, dude, just the mindset and the playstyle changes so much when you go into ranked that I can't even imagine. I think I got up to gold and then I lost like 10 in a row. Because I think with ranked, it's hard because if you have one bad person in ranked, if you have one bad person, now it's 3v4 and you're constantly having to carry them, and it's just hard. And you don't get any SR unless you win in ranked. So it makes that climb so much harder if you just have one bad person on your team, or just the other team has one person that's fragging out. They can carry that regard. They can carry their team up. But if you have to support someone and you guys are not all at the same caliber or communicating, it's a whole different type of beast that you have to take on, a different play style. Yeah, plans are such. I don't know. Last couple of days, I got into the camo grind again. Oh, you on the camo grind for MW2? You still going for Orion buff? Yeesh. Orion wasn't a hard camo grind. It was the long shots. I had everything ready to go to gold, and I delayed going for platinum or progressing because of long shots, and that was my biggest hindrance with it. And I know long shots are always going to be a factor. That's just their main thing for Call of Duty, but it sucks. I feel like I got 3 bad teammates, and they usually never have mics, or they just leave making it. I mean, if someone leaves, you don't lose SR, but you also don't win. So, there's trade-offs there for sure, Petty.
Last year, we were the fastest Activision Blizzard or King game to get to 15 million pre-registrations. Super excited. But then tens of millions more players piled in.
But yeah, so Warzone Mobile, from what I've been seeing over on Twitter, everyone's saying that it's coming out in the spring of next year.
And pre-register for free. I just want to say, like, on behalf of
dang, Walshy, okay. Did Walshy, were you part of? Did either of your ranks get reset to 0? I think I saw that they've made some adjustments to that to like fix it. But I saw both of mine at 0 for multiplayer and Warzone, and I was like, you know what? I'm not doing ranked. I'm over it. Screw this. Or I was gonna wait until everyone else kind of situated themselves and then jump right back in. Now I lucked out and went back to Diamond. Damn, dude, I'm jealous. Yeah, I logged on the day that it dropped. I saw both of them were at 0, and I was like, I don't want to do this right now. This is dumb. And especially because it happened so widespread, then you would have someone that's like a Crimson Iridescent player that was also in 0, so now they're in your lobbies too. It's freaking dumb. Is Warzone Mobile going to be able to play with console and PC? I actually hope. No, so Warzone Mobile will have cross progression where you'll be able to gain XP and like level up weapons and all that within Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone, because all the armaments are all going to be the same across the board. But Warzone Mobile is going to be being played over on Verdansk, and it's going to be on a completely different Warzone Mobile will be playing on different maps than we're going to have available. So you won't be playing across platforms like that. So all PC and console will still stay together. All Warzone Mobile will all stay together. And I'm assuming they're going to be doing it very similar. All right, so Rebirth is coming back to Warzone, and it's coming to Warzone Mobile. Just got that confirmed. Hey, Petty. Hey, Walshy. Appreciate the roses over here on TikTok. And Walshy, again, appreciate that follow over here. Both my teammates went to bronze, so exactly. You had to get a Smurf account in order to play for them. Dude, Walshy, I think you missed a main announcement. In 2024, Rebirth Island and Fortune's Keep are coming to core Warzone, and now we're getting Rebirth coming to Warzone Mobile. There's a lot going on, dude. The hype within the last like 20 minutes has been pretty unreal so far. If you go quickly on to like Twitter, you can find like Charlie Intel and everything. Like they're all tweeting about it. I tweeted out the image that it showed 2024. They're both coming in. Dude, it's gonna be a wild time. No more Rebirth Resurgence though. Is this gonna be a Battle Royale version? I think it's gonna be I would assume they're still gonna do Resurgence. Rebirth Island on Warzone Mobile. But yeah, they said that Rebirth Island and Fortunes are coming back to core Warzone.
We can't wait to drop
so like I'm assuming it's still gonna stay like that.
Behind Call of Duty Warzone Mobile. Welcome Beatriz Gonzalez from Digital Legends.
Dang, she brought out that accent. You heard it? Beatriz.
Thank you both for being here. I know it has been a long journey for you guys, but I just want to start with you.
Hey, anybody else hyped? I'm pretty hyped. I'm excited.
Yeah, we're super excited. We've been working on this game for a long time, so excited to see people playing it, and yeah, really excited to be here. So.
How about you, B? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I think this is a great opportunity for us to connect with like the players and talk with this amazing atmosphere that we have here today. So pretty good.
I gotta dig into the meat and potatoes here, friends.
All right.
Because you hear Call of Duty Warzone
Dude, all the information that is dropped from this, like, I want this to end so that I can organize my thoughts to know what I want to make content on. There's so much information that has been dropped in regards to multiplayer, in regards to Warzone especially. There's a lot of things to be excited about. Now, will this all be Call of Duty hype? I don't know. But even just thinking, if they do add in Rebirth and Fortunes and they still keep around Ashika and Vandal, that's 4 maps that are either being in rotation. Hopefully it's not a rotational, like one of those rotational playlists, because then you gotta wait 45 minutes to an hour to get back into the map that you want to play. But here, this is right now some Warzone Mobile over on Verdansk. I'll say this doesn't look that bad, really. And I wonder if they. Walshy, they are. I'm telling you, they are. Rebirth and Fortunes Keep Resurgence coming back to core Warzone in 2024, and then Rebirth Islands coming to Warzone Mobile, so I have Resurgence over here for the first time. And dude, it is wild. But yeah, like if they keep all these maps, we have Ashika Island, Vandal, we'll have Rebirth, we'll have Fortune's Keep. I wonder if they're just bringing back Rebirth and Fortune's Keep instead of making a new like MW3 map for Resurgence, because we're obviously getting Urzikstan as the new big map for Warzone. So I'm wondering if this is their way of getting a new map, but something that can be fresh within the new engine. Because yeah, we haven't played this engine. We haven't played Rebirth and Fortune's Keep on this engine yet. You should make a video of all the good shit coming and all this they're going to fix, because I missed the whole. So of course they're not talking about all the stuff they have to fix. They don't want to address that there are problems. But yeah, there's a lot of information that's going to come through. About to make like a 20-minute YouTube video at this point, or just break it up into a bunch of them. But yeah. There's a lot of information coming. I honestly want to rewatch it. Just, I get it. streaming and trying to watch something that you want to listen to and then be able to take notes on what you want to create content on, dude, it's hard. I took down like 5 notes this whole thing. But yeah, dude, people already dropping into Rebirth, dude. Tell us. It's so hard to know when you're in the good old days, when you're in the when you're there. Warzone Mobile's getting them. I'm surprised Fortune's keeps coming back. It was, dude. Imagine being a person that created Fortune's Keep. It was out for like 4 months, and then it just got taken out and just thrown away. So maybe they just already started working on bringing this into the new mode. Because, geez, I would be pissed if I was a Fortune Keep developer that it just got destroyed right away. I will say I am excited for Rebirth to be coming back, but I'm more worried that it's going to be like nostalgia. I guess I don't want to ruin the idea that we've had of Rebirth because it's just been reused so many times that people are going to be excited that it's coming back, but at the same time, there's that other side of people saying, oh, they can't come up with anything new. They just keep giving us the same content over and over again, which obviously they are, but people are excited for that because they enjoyed those maps. Do you want to get a new map that's ass or an old map that looks better that you already liked? Rebirth was always a lot of players. Yeah, so Rebirth will have a lot of people that are going to be bringing it back. All right, honest question though. Warzone mobile gaming, if you get that backbone, or just like if you connect a controller to your phone or to your device, is that cheating? What do you think? I'm honestly interested. I have one friend that says it's cheating. I will say from playing COD Mobile on PC for a little bit, it literally tells you that you have an external device or it detects an external device and matchmaking becomes, and it only matchmakes you with other people that have external devices. So you're not playing someone with like their fingers or their thumbs. You're playing someone else that has either like a mouse and keyboard or a controller connected. But I feel like, I think I played COD Mobile a couple times live. That's like using PC and a controller. It's cheating. I get it. But I think people just, they don't understand that you are getting match made with other people. That's this mobile. No, not cheating. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Buffet. I'm glad people are agreeing with this. Because yeah, I have one friend that he's been debating getting the backbone, which if you haven't seen, basically makes your phone like a switch where you just add like 2 things to the side of it and you get like all your buttons, back buttons, joysticks, and all that. And so that's definitely going to be, am I going to be playing a little bit of Warzone Mobile with a controller? Yes. Yeah, I am. I was like, I got my controller, I got my 4 back buttons. We're going to be in there. Dropping back into Verdansk, dropping in. If I'm getting sweated on in Warzone, core Warzone, or the main Warzone on Rebirth, I'm just gonna go play Rebirth on Warzone Mobile and hope it goes better. If you use mouse and keyboard with Warzone, you're 100%. When people want to complain that control is cheating, just use it. Just use it. They have to make controller better because Call of Duty is a console first game. Yes, it looks great on PC. Yes, the pro leagues have moved to PC, but it is a console multiplayer game. So controller will always be the more OP output. So when I get told, fuck you, use a controller aim assist, I hate you guys. PC with controller, yeah, 100%. I would be on PS5. So if I wasn't on PC, basically the only reason I joined the PC side was because the PS5s were impossible to get around like the beginning of the pandemic. So then I was like, screw it, let's try to figure out this whole PC system. And I bought like a cheap pre-built. It was like $500-600, and I've just upgraded parts over time. I mean, now I have 2 PCs. I've built my wife a PC. I've built my dad a PC. Like now I'm hooked. Now I understand why this is insane. And then you can just upgrade part by part to keep getting more. Is it still unfair because now I have $1,500 PC that will beat out a PS5 that just came out, and that's what they're gonna have for 5 to 6 years? 100%. But it's Sony's fault. I would be on Sony if it wasn't for that issue. Hey Jordan, I didn't want to say it, dude, because like you never know who might be not who may just still be on the console, but like PC Master Race. PC controller will always be. I mean that PC on controller will always be goated. That's 100% true because now even the CDL pros, even the Warzone pros, everyone is PC controller. I mean, you have some standouts like Huskers, who still is mouse and keyboard, but like there's always the skill gap between him and like other keyboard players is insane. Yeah, I totally get it. I mean, right? I think in the fall, specifically with around the time of Black Friday, Micro Center always has amazing deals. I will say that if you want to explore that route, because that's also around the time when new components are coming out. So like 1 tier or 2 tier before the other ones, before the new ones coming out, are on like huge discounts. I mean, I can go on and on about like how much I enjoy PC building and like being able to like take different components and all that. Kind of a nerd around that. But yeah, dude, if you ever have questions on it, feel free to slide in the DMs. I will more than willing be ready to talk about it. I'm on Xbox Series S running 1440p's and definitely will switch to PC eventually. Dude, did you see Walshy? Have you seen the new rumored console that's coming out for Xbox? I think it's phasing out the Series S. The S is a smaller one, right? I'm assuming so. But I think they're phasing out the Series S and they're coming out with like a cylinder looking thing. Anytime I see that, the only thing I can see is, yeah, whenever I see it, I see the old like Alexa towers that they used to have. It's literally like, there you go. Make this black, and then bam, you got your new Xbox. I think they're calling Brooklyn.
It's so much more than just with the battle royale. I mean, if you could take a time to sell this product in your own words to those people that have maybe.
God, dude, just watching these people play Rebirth, the memories. Here you see. I'm gonna Google if SBF. I think it's supposed to be like the in between of the Series S and X, or it might have the same capabilities as the X, and they're just releasing like the Pro version, like how PlayStation had like the PS4 Pro. I think that's what it's supposed to be. Let me see. I can find it real quick. New Xbox console 2024. It's like a weird cylinder looking thing. Here, I got it real quick. Here, I'll show you real quick, Walshy. That's what it's gonna look like. Xbox Series X refresh, but yeah, Brooklyn. 4K only at reduced PSU power by 15, new lower end standby mode. Let's see, updated technologies, better Wi-Fi, which most people run it wired, something USB front side, same grade price 500. So I think it's supposed to be the exact. I think it's the same specs. This is just the new Xbox Series X design. So it's just gonna come out with the same thing. Internal configuration says 2 terabyte storage versus 1. And then there's like a new controller coming out with it. But yeah, so I don't know if they're gonna phase out both, but from what I've heard, they are trying to phase out the. They are trying to phase out the Xbox Series S with it. Yeah, as of right now, I don't think it's gonna. I don't think it's supposed to make anything better. I don't think it's an improvement. I think it's like a new thing, like how like the PlayStation, like the PS3 had the big ass chunky one, then the slim, and then the super slim with like the sliding top, where you had to like manually open it. Yeah, I think if you got a Series S, if you got a Series X, you're fine. You don't need it.
You brought up a really good point. The question is, it's like,
Oops.
this is a really good bridge to have. The fact that you could play Warzone Mobile right in your hand, grind those camos at the same time. You could go at home. You keep reiterating it just because of how big of a deal it is, and it is just so unique to both.
Anyone know what the limited edition watch is? Wait, what do you mean by the limited edition watch? Oh, was there one listed? I know they have like a collaboration with the Hundreds or something like that has like sweaters and other like sweaters, sweatpants, and all that. Was there a watch with that, Legendary? Is that what you're talking about? Just got a PC and at this point can build a strong one with even 1200. Yeah, that's what I think. Right, that's why I was saying, God, that especially getting closer into the fall, new components come out, and if you get around like Black Friday, Micro Center has some top tier deals. Like I think I built my wife's computer with like $700. It's got a 3060 and I think a 56 AMD 5600X, 56, 57, one of those two. And dude, it's more than enough that she needs. Like my dad, I made one for my dad. My dad doesn't game, so it's got like 1600 NVIDIA and some like mid-tier CPU. He mostly uses it just like as a computer, like going online, watching videos and that sort of stuff. But I had some leftover components and I needed a birthday present. Have a good one. About to start my drive home. Sounds good, Petty. Appreciate you coming by for a bit. Appreciate the likes and the roses over here on TikTok. Be sure to stay tuned. We're going to be having a lot of content coming over here on TikTok with everything that's coming out in regards to all these updates. And then we're going to have longer videos over on YouTube to really break down everything that we're getting. I'm excited. I think my link for YouTube should be in my bio. If not, it's the exact same name, Cisco Disco 1618. And we're going to be getting, I'm telling you, I want them to, I want this to wrap up so that I can start planning out what I want to make videos on right away. But they could drop any more information at any point that I can't dip out. But Petty, hey dude, appreciate all those likes over here on TikTok too. Safe travels for sure. Get home safe. Honestly, just for the videos, etc., you can use. Is that the Zen 3? Is that the Intel one? I know there was an Intel one, like a CPU GPU hybrid. No, something like that. Walshy, appreciate you sharing the live. God, appreciate the follow over here on TikTok. But yeah, I mean, yeah, he's got like bare bones things. He's got like a Ryzen like 3600 CPU and then like an NVIDIA again like 1060 something small. It's like a one fan kind of thing, and he's like, it's running super fast, and I'm like, perfect. Richie, appreciate the follow over on TikTok. Hope it's all going well. Alma Martin, appreciate you tuning in over here on Kick. How's your day going? We are just kind of wrapping up a little bit on what's going on. AMD CPU. Got it. But yeah, either way, it was just a component that I had left over, so I just went ahead and dropped it over from. It was just sitting in a drawer, and again, I needed a birthday present for the guy. And while one of the times we were there, he asked me to like help him troubleshoot something. I kid you not, I would type, and it would take like 3 to 4 seconds for it to happen. I would type and I would like move my mouse and click, and there was a delay to it, and it was driving me crazy. So immediately I was like, yeah, I'm getting a computer. Screw this. I can't troubleshoot something when I'm having trouble doing anything. But yeah, Alma over on Kick. Yeah, we are just kind of wrapping up right now, I think, with the CodNext event. We're right now into the Warzone mobile updates. Rebirth Island will be making a return. We'll be making a debut on Rebirth, but Rebirth and Fortune's Keep will be making a return to Warzone come next year. Dude, I'm excited. But God, what components do you have in your new PC? Did you build it or did you get a pre-built? I feel like pre-builts have definitely, when I was getting into it, pre-builts were like frowned upon for some reason. Because they're like, people are just putting in like subpar parts, selling it off, and it'll break or whatever. I guess the core of my computer, I think the majority of my computer has been upgraded. I guess they have like the core. I buy and sell computers for a living. There you go. That makes sense. Like I bought like a $700 pre-built, and then since then, just like whenever I find a good deal or I got a little extra money that I want to spend, we just throw it into the PC, get a new computer or get some new parts. Like now I got a 3080 and a 5700, like the Vermeer, I think it was called. And it's been running really well. It's sad that just Warzone is so crappily optimized that even if you get like a decent computer for like $1,000-$1,200, like you said, you're hugging very low frames on it. Like if you're getting into triple digits, you're lucky. Like I feel like I have still above average tier parts, and yeah, I'm hugging like 90, 110, 115, depending on where I'm at in a map, specifically for Warzone. Multiplayer, it's a whole different story. I'm hitting the frames I need to hit, but yeah, I think it's just really crappily optimized. Like when I play any other games, like say like Fortnite or Apex or everything, I'm hitting my frames. Like my monitor is 2K 144 hertz, and I'm hitting those in every other game other than Warzone. What game do I play the most? Warzone. But again, I mainly only play Warzone when it comes to someone reaching out asking me to play. I rarely play with randoms. I don't like playing solo. So like Warzone is the game that I play only when I'm being requested. But yeah, an R9 4090. All right, dude. Yeah, you got it. Built that for the Star Citizen. Oh, nice. But yeah, damn. I will say it wasn't. I think it was yesterday. I was looking into upgrading some parts, but I don't know what I would do with a 3080. Like my wife plays a lot more casual games, a lot more cozy games. That I feel like the 3060 is already overkill for those kind of games. That maybe a 3080 would be a little excessive. And then two of my friends just got PS5, so they're like, now we're not looking to switch. And I was like, okay.
People that slept on mobile for a while because I didn't really play many games on my phones. But just thinking about, I guess, the potential number of people that are to reach. Like when you hear them talk about it on the desk, it's got to be kind of like you feel like you're in a pretty secure environment. Like how much stuff's been blowing up around you recently?
Yeah, it's been
I thought this event was supposed to wrap up already. Is it a 3-hour event? 2 hour?
45 million people that are just like sitting around waiting for Warzone Mobile to release. I know whenever it does release in
Because yeah, we already passed the 3-hour mark. We're at 3.5. I'm assuming 4. I also like to help people. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I buy. Oh, okay. Are you like is this like your standalone? Is this like a side hustle or like a standalone? Is this a hustle or like a standalone company that you're running? It seems like you're like the. I know there's a couple people that come up, like Redneck Engineer. I know he started his own like PC building company, and he just does it like per request from like bigger streamers. God, I can't even imagine the cost in and out with buying bulk GPUs and sub low MSRP. Damn, Magic, you're a real one. How much you got a 4090 for? Sad. I'm stay at home dad. My baby needs. Well, hope everything's going well with your baby. Hope at least it's progressing in the right way. Unfortunate that it started out that way, but at least hopefully it's going the right way. Oh, you got that. Did you do it, user? Did you get the beta? Or did you pre-order to get into the beta?
Call of Duty Next, brought to
I'm very much interested for all the people that are going to be talking about how this is a DLC, that they're not going to pay $70, then the game comes out, it's hyped, everyone's excited, and they're like, all right, I'm going to get it. Oh, this is what, who's talking about these watches? MVMT.com. MVMT.com/COD. MVMT. If not, we're about to rewind because I want to see what that is. Hold up real quick. Gonna rewind a bit. NVMT.com/COD. Okay, NVMT.com/COD. I'm not typing this wrong. There we go. Found it. Okay, cool.
To see the limited edition watch collab, Backbone.
Having us? We're excited. Yeah.
I just wanted to see someone. What was? So it looks like it's just like sign up for first access to the limited watches. Yeah. So here's the site. So there's the Makarov one. So I don't think this is. If you want to buy it, you can. I think you have to like sign up in order to get into it. You have to present an email and everything, but it's not like a giveaway kind of thing. Like I have an Apple Watch. This is. I doubt I would use it even if I want it. No, I can get it till it's on sale. There you go. Black Friday. If it has a real crap launch, Black Friday. It's all yours, user. I'm currently selling it 4080 for $1,300 below MSRP. Because I think I got my 3080 like 2 years ago for roughly that price, but that was still like that was during like the spike still. I wanted to upgrade and because I was on like I forgot what AMD one I was on, but it just wasn't performing how I wanted it to, so I looked it up. It's a 5-hour thing? No way, Buffet. We're already on Warzone Mobile. This has to be the end, right? All right. Buff, I will go until I'll round out the hours, so I'll give it another 20-ish minutes. And if not, I'll drop off and I'll come hang with you, buddy. Man. I think my favorite is getting hit up by designers looking if I want new artwork and stuff. They always around.
We also though want to meet our players wherever they are, like you were talking about. So
all right, everyone. I will be. Last year went on for a while.
It's really about making the player feel.
All right. Because this doesn't look like it's wrapping up, I will be right back. I need to take a little potty break. Sorry, I saw a name of someone that joined the live. Big Dick Chris. Nice. All right, I'll be right back. Just need to go to the bathroom real quick. Give me 2 minutes. Continue watching. You can see this background gameplay.
Yeah, I mean, so, you know, Chris alluded to this a little bit earlier today, but the game is fully cross-progression with Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, and Warzone. It has been since we started our limited release, which is awesome. You know what? That means shared progression, shared battle pass, shared weapon progression, shared player rank, shared content as well. So we really want to make sure that if you're grinding on the way to school, if you're grinding at school, grinding at work,
We won't tell.
right?
We won't tell.
It all counts. It all counts. And you know, we really listen to players in this realm, and really wanted to unify that cross progression experience. But you know, we also still are investing in the mobile player individual experience as well.
Yeah, and that's really key, because I feel like when a player who maybe has never played mobile before will look at this and say, this is built for someone who wants to go backwards and play Verdansk again. But that's not necessarily the case. You guys have a ton of original content planned out. And I think people that may not be familiar with mobile, they're going to really open their eyes, I think, because you guys have created so many cool things in the past, and that's not going to stop now that it's Warzone Mobile, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you know, we believe in a mobile-first design, and you know, that really all starts with our in-game HUD, which you guys can see on screen now, right? We've spent a ton of time making sure that all of the buttons are positioned for that first player in that moment when they drop in the first time, and feeling really comfortable. If you come from a PC or a console environment where you're used to a controller, we want to make it as smooth and COD
All right, we're back.
as possible when you hop in, right? So we did that
I'm glad how AMD is implementing. Well, I don't even know what that is. Is that their version of ray tracing? I know they were. The last thing I saw, they were doing some version of ray tracing in all games, no matter what. Oh no, because that's if we're talking about CPU, then no, that's something different. Yeah, I don't really know what that is. The gameplay and quality on top. That sounds appealing though. Oh yeah, so it is the semi ray tracing. I did see a lot. I saw some stuff around that, but yeah, I haven't looked too much into it. Man, you're making me want to get on Micro Center and start looking for something new. All right, Buff, I'll probably give me like 10 minutes and I'll switch over. We can chat about everything that's going on, man, because we got some stuff to discuss. Might have to run by you my plan for content for the foreseeable future. There's a lot I want to do. I'm waiting for the new. Man, you're dropping a lot of things that now I want to investigate because now I want it all. Yeah. God, you're really gonna screw me. When does that new GP? Gene 50 XTX. So is this is the AMD version of? Is the counterpart the 4090? Would you say like the comparable like counterpart between AMD and NVIDIA?
Listening to Bobby's interview as well, players have been waiting for this, and obviously I'm sure you guys on your side have been like really hard to stay behind locked doors on it as well.
They're dropping this on you.
Like spurred up and ready to go in terms of trying to bring things like Rebirth to maybe other original content.
Man, I'm about to start getting onto Micro Center. Now I want something new. You did this to me. Then it would be equal to So the 7950 would be the 4090. Oh no, 7950 is the 4080 Ti pretty much. So would you say the 4090 is still top tier? Is still above that or no? No, because in the Ti, the performance on Ti's is usually substantial, if not equal to the one above it, no? Yeah, because the 78, the power feature 1440p, the 7080, 7800 XT. It's looking good. Damn, dude, yeah, you're gonna get me into a dangerous place. I'm about to go look at like my bank account.
And we're always going back to Verdansk, and many of the multiplayer maps are looking amazing in the
Filter out attachments, man.
So how do you take
Damn, dude.
well-known maps and keep them feeling unique and authentic
Okay.
on a mobile device?
Yeah, when we started working on the project,
Mm.
we knew that we wanted to bring Verdansk back. We really wanted to make sure it came complete. So every single thing is in it. Every corner of the map is still there, and it's all in the player's hands. Like it really fits in a really small mobile device, creating some magic like Beatrice and like.
79 is slightly on top because a lot of the games require ray tracing and NVIDIA preferences. Yeah, when I first got this, I feel like that's where I was struggling with when it came to just running games with the AMD. I mean, like NVIDIA just has that connection with so many titles to work directly with the developers to make it sure that it works perfectly with NVIDIA GPUs. And I feel like AMD wasn't at that caliber just yet. But from what you're saying and from what I just started Googling off of them, it looks like they're bridging that gap pretty well.
But it's super fun, and of course we also have multiplayer, so multiplayer maps.
It's stronger, but things are just optimized for NVIDIA, so it has to work harder to get to the point. We're getting all right. So shipments coming into Warzone Mobile. Wait, can you open and close those doors?
Me too. Yeah, same. It's just crazy fun. So on mobile, we really want to make sure that that map worked as well, and it's super fun. I also want to.
Damn, wait a minute. That's a whole different play style to shipment where you can open and close those crate doors. Man, now unlocked for worldwide launch. What? This is insane.
Really amazing to see everybody just actually, playing the game for the first time, having fun at it, listening to their feedback, which is also super important for us.
Yeah, that's either way, God. Now I'm thinking I need to make some adjustments before MW3 drops. Got a month to do it. Well, we'll keep an eye out. We'll see what's going on out there. Oh wait, that's how much. Wait a minute. No way. Is it 7,800? Let me go to Micro Center. I'm trying to play this thing today. Sad I can't. You just gotta wait. Were you PS5? I think you were. Just gotta wait one more day to get in on it. Oh wait, are you talking about Warzone Mobile? All right, Warzone Mobile. I think we got a ways to go. I think everyone, from what I was seeing, it's not until like spring of next year. Let me confirm on anything else going on Twitter. Yeah, dude, God, now you got me on Micro Center. Users literally copy paste game. This is a different game. We're right now looking at Warzone Mobile, so not a copy and paste. I guess kind of if you're copying and pasting to mobile. But I guess it's a whole other platform. Like if you release the same game on Switch, is a copy and paste then? There you go. See, God's gonna have a great time. He has no clue what's going on here. They have no clue what's going on here. We're so far out. Let's see. Did Call of Duty confirm anything about Warzone Mobile?
Yeah, we're not done. Like, there's a lot of things.
Warzone Mobile. Let's see. I feel like I might have missed something.
Run better on all of those devices, and we have surprises for you guys that we cannot announce right now.
Yeah, am I about to start VPNing over to other platforms? Am I about to look for a VPN? Hey, God. I know you got one. Well, what's a VPN that you recommend? I'm not doing it to get easier lobbies. I'm doing it so I can play a game that is not out yet for the US. Now I just want to try out Warzone Mobile. Buffet, you got a VPN you recommend? Again, just want to reiterate to anyone around, I'm not doing it to get easier lobbies. I'm getting it to play a game that is not available yet in our area.
Everyone was ecstatic about it. So now the fact that you can take it on the go, I mean, I might not ever get on the spot at this point.
Yeah. I mean, from the beginning, that's been one of our pillars. Just meet the players where they are.
Yeah, and the big thing that's going to be Express or Nord. I feel like NordVPN was the one that I've heard a lot about. Okay. But also big thing with now, once Warzone Mobile does launch, they're all going to have the same progression. So I don't know if it's going to have don't quote me on this. I'm not entirely sure if it's going to have the exact same battle pass, but once it does launch, there are also supposed to be links. So as you're ranking up and leveling up from one of the titles, it'll go for all of the titles. So if you rank up in MW3, it'll still go into Warzone because that's how it currently happens now, but it'll also go to Warzone Mobile. So if you level up something in Warzone Mobile, it'll be leveled up in Warzone as well as MW3. So they're all going to have the same progression system. Everything's going to have cross progression. But I don't know off the top of my head, or I don't think it's been confirmed if they're going to have the exact same battle pass. Because I know COD Mobile's battle passes go crazy. Like those are insane. A lot of the cosmetics that they have overall are just insane as well. but we'll see if we all get linked up to it, because maybe that means that they'll up the battle pass quality or not. We'll see. All right, but yeah, we are getting close to the 4-hour mark. This honestly might be one of my longest streams in quite a while. All right, dude. Hey, jump in with Buffet. I'm about to go over there in a bit. I'll help you out, Clutch. I need the OBS settings. So we'll talk about that. I technically don't use OBS. I had to use another software in order to stream to TikTok because I don't have a stream key. But yeah, we'll talk about it right now. Just give me like 5 minutes to wrap up over here. The 14-year-old plays mobile. He has nice, dude. Dismo makes COD mobile videos every once in a while, and like he'll get like the super legendary ridiculous skin. And the way you get them is so much more different. It's not just like go buy a battle pass and then that's it, or like just buy a bundle within the store. It's a lot more complicated. I'm snitching TikTok. I'm using the stuff that they provided me. I'm not doing anything wrong. This is how I have to do it. I'm using a TikTok software in order to stream to TikTok. But sounds good. Yeah, just let me know, Clutch. I'll probably be around my computer trying to figure out how to plan for content making for all this. But yeah, COD Mobile, their skins are insane, but you have to go through like a lottery system in order to get some of these things, like all the mastercrafts and all those big things. You have to like, you basically have to like put in X amount of COD points, spin the wheel. Did you get it? No. Put in more COD points, spin the wheel, and then keep going until you get it. Like he was saying, I think Dismo was saying that he spent like close to like $100 on some of these mastercrafts because you have to keep trying until you get it. But yeah, the skins overall, still a tier above what we get, especially with MW2. But yeah, dude, sounds good, Clutch. I'll talk to you later. Yeah, just hit me up. I should be around. But yeah, either way, you got me on Discord, all that. So yeah, just hit me up whenever you want. So I think I gotta help you. I think Houston and Randall have all been asking about how to stream to TikTok, and we'll figure it out. But yeah, I think we're gonna go ahead and call it there, just because yeah, this has been a much bigger live. I wasn't expecting it to go this long, but thank you for everyone that tuned in, everyone on TikTok. We had a really good time. God, appreciate all your information. Petty, Walshy, dude, there's so many people to even name, but yeah, we had a real great TikTok stream. Again, we are gonna be putting a lot of short form content out here relatively soon to get everything sort of caught up with all the information we just got from CodNext, because it was a lot. But we will also be making longer form videos over on YouTube to really break down and go through everything that's coming, and then hopefully just ride the wave until we can finally start playing some of these games that were dropped. So definitely a lot more information coming. And yeah, we'll dive into all of it. But again, appreciate everyone that tuned in, regardless of which platform you came in. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up there.